I wanted to see what I was reading The Word Moon in Bend, Oregon, under glass.
Oh, yeah.
I'll ignore the day. I know there's things involved.
In Bend, Oregon, you can actually see the moon sometimes. I've heard. I haven't been to Bend and seen the moon.
That felt like the most generic fact. Like, you know, in Eugene, sometimes there's burgers at restaurants.
I don't have proof of that one.
Well,
I saw an owl in Eugene.
An owl?
Yeah.
That's,
It was pretty sweet.
that is kind of fun.
It
Oh,
flew
in
in
the
right
wild.
down the middle of the road, like super low, and
That's
it landed in a tree. And
You could watch
tree.
it?
Yeah, well, I was standing outside the bar looking at this sweet owl, and then these people walked up on the other side of the street where it was.
Yeah.
It was in a tree across the street. And it was like these bros.
That's all that's there.
I forgot about the bro
all
part.
that's there.
Yeah. they walk up, they're right next to this tree with this incredible owl
Oh,
in it.
beautiful, yeah.
And they're just like clearly shit-faced, like yelling at each other, like
This is-
fronting, like
yeah.
they're about to fight.
This is all of Eugene that I've seen. This is,
You know, they're doing the what, fucking what, bro thing.
oh.
And
I think it's funny when Emma says fronting.
that's what they were doing.
No, they were fronting.
That's a technical term.
It's,
These bitches were trifling.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Zach. These bitches were trifling
Okay.
with each other across the
okay.
street next
Yeah.
to an owl. And, and, you know, this whole time more and more comics are coming out, and I'm being like, look at this fucking
Yeah.
owl, look at that, check it out. And then the bros start getting louder, like they're really gonna fight, and I think it was Mike McGowan or someone tries to be like, guys, turn around, look at the tree, look what you're missing.
the majesty.
Yeah, and then the bros start yelling at Mike. They're like, you fucking stay out of it, fuck you. and then they're yelling and making so much clamor that the owl just flies away the same way it came
Ding
in.
dong.
Did they even notice it when it flew away?
No, they didn't see any
Never
of it.
saw it.
An owl is dope. That's
Yeah,
a rad bird
it was
to
like a
see.
white owl too. It was
Oh
like,
man.
Oh,
That's
that's
cool.
like a sign.
it's like a barn owl
Ooh.
or whatever.
What do you think it's a
good
sign
luck
for?
a year,
Yeah.
I think.
Good luck for a year. Yeah, I had great luck that year, so that would explain
Must
it.
be.
It's the year of the owl.
I kept finding boxes of money everywhere. It was crazy.
So
There's an owl that I saw flying into the tree right behind the fire station over on Liberty by Cap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sick.
It was neat.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
Emma had a
great.
way cooler
Yeah,
story.
no,
by the way.
I saw one too, and now I know where it lives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Following up on a cool
Motherfucking-
story of going.
No,
yeah,
it's
That's what
me too. All of a sudden,
I just looked at the
Go
screen,
stick
and there
it
was
out.
the most hardcore porn
Oh my god.
everywhere,
Yeah.
and also
It wasn't on purpose.
one of the, you wrote cross-eyed, which is funny because one of the it was all just like vaginas everywhere,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
one picture of a lady with her eyes crossed because she's coming so hard. Just
I
I don't like anything that's happening behind me.
You gotta find what?
gotta see that picture.
Oh, just hit back.
No, I think I already hit that. Oh no, actually. Anyways.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
No.
It's that one.
Well, that's safe for work actually.
SFW,
That's
baby.
true.
I love. Are you looking for hot
I think it
SFWs
is.
in your neighborhood?
Totally.
I think it counts.
No. Oh, there's a bit of a nip.
It's a-
Oh my god. I don't need
It's
Hey,
really good.
been there, sister.
Oh, it's like more than just standard crossed eyes. That's what I like
They're like
about
they're
it.
up to like he's dying
Yeah.
at the same time.
He's rocking her vertically and horizontally with the eye cross.
He's doing the opposite of fronting.
Oh yeah, you walked out of there for a second.
Yeah. Sorry, we watched the whole thing while you guys were gone.
Yeah, we all
you
came.
missed the
You're
whole
too
thing.
late.
Oh, we were playing checkers.
I got kinged. Twice.
Oh
That's not at all what I was trying to find for that. Yeah,
Were you trying to find a cross-eyed owl?
Yeah, well, I saw this meme the other day that was a picture of the owl orgasming apparently, and it
What?
was super cross-eyed.
His mic is not on barely at all. He told me it's okay. He said he's not a part of this show.
Oh, good. Yeah, who's this guy?
Yes. So I was trying to find this picture of this owl that is cross-eyed.
There it is.
Yeah, there it goes. And looks like it's orgasming, but it's somehow not glorious picture that we just saw.
That's just as good.
That
Yeah,
wasn't
just
an
ask
owl?
it.
That was not an owl?
No, actually.
Actually,
I don't know. I've never
you
seen
need
an
to find the
owl,
owl
apparently.
picture. We need to figure out which picture's better.
Okay, yeah. Oh, well, you know,
Or which one's
pull
an
up the
owl.
when we
I'm
do it
pretty-
side by side.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
Let's start there, and then
Yeah,
make
yeah,
value
take-
judgments.
I like
Give me a second. You guys just talk amongst yourselves.
Okay.
the first one was great, but yeah, I think I'm gonna follow up on that owl because I really did see where it lives.
Let's get some knocks out
Oh.
there. Let's go
Some
check
knocks?
it out. Some
Why-
binoculars.
Oh, okay. I thought you
Oh.
meant like since I know where it lives, we'll go knock it.
Let's go knock on his door.
Um,
He's on the tree.
Do you find that a lot of your show is people's back of their head as they talk to you?
Armando, yeah.
The whole time I'm like, I haven't, forget.
We'll swivel when the time
I'll
comes.
talk to that.
Yeah, talk right into
I'll
the
talk to
camera.
that grid of photos on the wall over there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, my next move is a TriCaster and 5 more GoPros.
Oh.
And our own TV
1
channel.
TriCaster, 5 GoPros.
360
I did
pod.
at one point.
Oh, hello.
Oh, yeah.
At one
dogs
point-
everywhere.
At one point, I was like thinking about getting. This is not interesting, but it's on that point. I was trying to film weddings like really cheapo, and getting like a shit ton of little things like this. Just put like 10 of them up. Yeah, get 10 dogs, tiny head cameras
Attach a GoPro to, yeah.
to a dog to film weddings.
Get a dog to
There's
the
no way
wedding.
this wouldn't work. Okay.
So
No idea.
we have the first round of this game. And
Mhm.
now
It's a game.
It's a game of which is better, a cross-eyed woman orgasming
Okay.
or a cross-eyed owl.
You guys ready for round two?
And I get images.
State of this owl.
Yeah.
Orgasming.
Oh, all right.
Also
Oh,
orgasming.
okay, sorry. Yeah.
Is it fronting or backing?
According to the internet, both the owl and the woman are
Hey,
orgasming.
Simon. All right.
It's pretty good.
I think I like the owl.
Is that
Yeah, me
really
too.
what's happening?
I feel like the quality in this picture is
Do you-
way better. The other one's all JPEG to shit.
Do
I
you
couldn't
notice
really
that-
understand what's going on?
The owl and the woman orgasming have the same cross of eyes.
They
Yeah.
really do.
Yeah.
One going in,
They
one
really
going
do.
in and up.
So, how
looks like
long
it's
were
gonna
they filming an owl?
Coming?
To get, yeah.
Oh,
And
you
then,
can make an outcome in minutes.
and how? Is that, I mean, you could be doing
No,
a
it's
bit.
who.
Do you
That's
really
what
know?
they say.
Okay.
That's the question you're looking for.
Who makes the owl?
It should be whom.
An artist.
How do they do, I'm just, someone was like, oh yeah, that's for sure an owl coming right now. So is there this the splooge somewhere as a result? I mean, how do the
I don't know,
owl's
can I
not
scroll
just
down?
like, is the owl just like,
You scroll down.
you know, half asleep
not
or
anymore.
something?
Oh.
Oh, not safe for podcasters, owl
We've been censored.
3 buttons.
secretion.
I don't know what. Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe it was a lady owl.
Can't figure it out.
That owl
Check her
doesn't.
Chloe
That
card.
owl's just coming to fruition all on its own. That's the other thing. There's no other owl in there. That owl was clearly masturbating on
You
a
don't
branch.
know. It might have been.
A tiny
Yeah,
owl.
it's probably just getting eaten out.
That's the only.
It's sitting on some poor woman's face.
There's no other owl in this image. I guess yeah, that's right. Oh my. Yeah.
That's
That's very
really
good.
good. That looks like it's something out of a labyrinth style.
I was gonna say it
movie
looks
or
like
something
a.
like
that.
I can't think of
Or
the
like
guy's
Jim
name.
Henson.
Jim Henson.
Yeah,
puppet,
Yeah, it looks like an animatronic.
What a great
Yeah.
photo though to have captured.
Truly. It's
This
beautiful.
Hey,
the
will
guy
you,
who took the photo must have had a great
Make
sense
that
of
a
humor.
poster in our living room.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But I got a better version of it. People have been memeing this picture for a while.
This one or new? You were gonna show me.
The owl
Yeah,
picture.
yeah. But I gotta pull it up. Talk about amongst yourselves.
Okay, so looking at this owl, the eyes look somewhat human, just a hint. But sometimes when I look at dogs, I get really creeped out at their eyes.
Because it's like.
It feels
it's
like a human
Yeah.
head, or it feels like there's human eye, like in movies where the like people trade bodies,
Yeah.
where the eyes look a little bit like they're like, help me.
I used to like
And
ask
then
dogs
here.
when I was a kid, like, "Are you grandma?"
These are fair
Like,
questions.
is it like do this
I'm
if
like-
you're grandma? Because like you came around right when she died, so like I don't know. I
Did
see
you
the movie Fluke.
did you ask questions of a dog that it might do just to kind of self-validate
If you wanna
that it
believe.
might be your grandma? Like if your grandma, sit down.
Do a spin right now if you're grandma. Oh my god! Oh my god! You did the spin! You did it again!
Up if your grandma. Up. Shake hands.
Yeah.
Yeah. Eat
Just
this
like I
food.
did with
Eat this
grandma.
dog food. Whoa!
Just like Grandma used to eat.
Hold on.
She loved her
Grandma
kibbles.
loves sitting around, eating dog food and shitting in public.
Did you guys see the preview for Call of the Wild? Like
is that-
right when they started
Harrison
showing the trailer,
Ford?
yeah, Harrison Ford with an animated dog, which is very weird.
It is
Yeah,
weird.
I haven't seen like what's that called? The Neebler Peebler.
What?
Hold on.
Oh,
yeah.
Star Wars.
Uncanny Valley?
Yeah, that.
I don't know what that is
I
either.
haven't seen that with animals yet, and it
Yeah,
hasn't
that
really,
one definitely hit it.
like
What's-
that really like bugged me.
What's Neebler Feebler?
It was just like it was.
What were you trying to get to?
Uncanny
Valley.
Uncanny Valley?
That's
Yeah.
what.
Oh, that's
that-
like an animation where the human
Yeah.
people, like birds with like suits on and stuff. And they, like,
Well,
not like real
I don't
birds.
know.
Animated birds.
Hold on one
No?
second. Hello, everybody. Thank you for listening to the Podchaost live here at F Stop Fitzgerald's Upstairs Theater. Give yourselves a round of applause for coming out. Thank you.
everybody.
Yeah, I'm your host, Chad Johnson. To my left, right here, Emma Jonas.
Hi.
Everybody,
There's a dog here.
there is a dog here,
It's great.
and that's going to be just
Ollie, the
in best way,
asshole.
not in a bad way, in any way. Over here on the ones and zeros, yes, on the ones and zeros.
And
Zach
twos,
Chappell,
threes, and fours.
everybody.
Hello.
Hey, and
We're
special
looking up
guest
pictures of
this
animals
week,
organizing.
Julian Salyer.
That's me.
Yeah.
They said
Excited.
my name at the end.
Yep.
Cool. You left.
And
You left to
we're
kill
done.
the momentum with your intro.
No,
That's
I
great.
had something to say
Yeah,
about
not-
the dog.
Oh,
Yeah.
you did.
About the Call of the Wild
Uncanny
trailer.
Oh
Valley
yes.
movie.
Okay, so I saw this trailer
Thanks
a
for
while
getting back to
ago. Yes. And it really creeped me out because they animate the dog in such a way that it has like really exaggerated human expressions,
Ugh.
and it was just kind of this really uncomfortable feeling watching it. And then I
Yeah.
saw the trailer again recently, and it seemed less creepy. So I'm wondering if they got a really bad response and they changed it, because that's been happening.
Yeah, Sonic.
Sam, do you have some
I have a
insight?
question.
Oh.
I have a question. Is it like Beowulf CGI dog? Like what kind of CGI?
I don't
No,
know. I didn't see Beowulf.
It's gotta be like snow dogs, like the snow but.
Nobody's. Yeah.
No, the one I'm thinking of the one with Cuba Gooding Jr. or a different person.
Oh,
Isn't that the
dogs.
buddies
Snow
version?
hounds or something.
Snow dogs. Yeah.
Snow dogs, yeah.
Yeah, that was a
Oh,
movie.
yeah.
Or like Lady and the Tramp, that one, the new Disney one. They like were like boom, we're
Ooh, I didn't see that.
lots of stuff moving. Or Lion
I
King.
only saw this one trailer for this one
Yeah.
movie.
Have you guys seen the trailer where Kevin Spacey
To me?
dies and becomes a cat, and it's
What?
made by Christians?
What is that new now?
It came out like a few years ago. It's like called 9 Lives or something. It's the most strange trailer that I've witnessed.
Is this a prequel to
Yes.
Dumb
Has,
Cats?
has anyone here seen Cats?
I saw
know,
cats. I
oh,
saw
no.
cats.
How was it?
That's not.
Ooh, a cat's
That's
review
not
time.
the right question.
Well,
Oh, you know what my favorite thing?
What
My
was it?
favorite thing.
Okay, right question. Was it worth the cringe watch?
Was it worth
Yes,
the cringe
absolutely.
watch?
It
We'll
was
get
worth
into,
the cringe
We'll get into
watch.
a movie topic discussion here on
Ooh.
the podcast right now.
Oh,
Uh,
great.
Yes.
My
Yes.
favorite thing. Can I say my
What
favorite thing real
amazing
quick?
timing.
What you said about cats was that there's not enough buttholes in it.
Not
or you
enough
said
buttholes.
there's no buttholes.
No
in it.
buttholes to,
Yeah, yeah.
to speak of.
Yeah.
When
It seems like less than there should be.
yeah, well, especially in
Zero.
some shots, there would very much be buttholes, but there definitely were no visible
Just smooth.
buttholes. Just smooth.
Can you see the panty lines?
No, they animated over anything left that would be human in their movie.
They have belly
It was
buttons?
worth the $4 I spent to see it,
Bel-
and the bunch of weed that I smoked to see it. Northern Lights.
What?
Oh, it's
Lights,
$4
Peter
now. That's a
Pub.
ripoff.
Yes. What?
What?
Used to be $3 back in the day.
Oh, boy.
Well, inflation happens, and you know
Oh.
what? Not in the movie though. Yeah. It's it's truly an experience watching Cats, and I do recommend it.
Do they have belly
Um,
buttons?
Dude, no.
How many
no
nipples
belly
do they
buttons.
have?
No
That was my next
nipples to
question.
speak of. No visible nips. No jennies at all, really. Just straight fur and human faces. And some of them are wearing clothes, and some of them are wearing shoes. Only one of them has boobs, and it's the one that Taylor Swift plays. She was also wearing kitten heels.
Oh.
It was weird.
Were they
Like
wedges
heels
or
made
heels?
from kittens?
No, like they're just a type of heel, like shoes.
Like a wedge?
No, it's just like a short heel,
Okay.
like high heels but short.
Were they actual
Medium
shoes,
heels?
Or was it
Yeah,
just
yeah.
her foot?
No, they were actual shoes. That would have been much worse. If it was just
Oh.
her foot with a fucking
The
chunk
cat's
of
Q&A
flesh
portion.
attached to
Oh,
it.
so she had like cat toes in the.
I think they were closed toed.
Okay.
Yeah.
They should have had her
But
wear
the other
feels
cats did
painful.
have cat toes.
those high heels that have fish in them, so the other cats would be like, "Oh shit, I want to get the fish."
Yeah.
Well, if you
Can't
want to see
believe they didn't
James
do
Corden
that.
roll around in the garbage,
Is he
then
the guy
this
on
is
the
the movie
night
for you.
the night talk show?
Karaoke.
Yeah,
car
Yeah, yeah.
karaoke.
The large British man.
Yes,
Oh,
that's
that's
him.
Oh, that guy.
His character was unbelievable. All the characters,
To the top.
unbelievable. Yes.
To the
But do you
top.
know what they're like called? Those little like human cats. Do you know what they're called?
The Jellicles?
Jellicles.
Yeah.
That's horrifying. That's
No,
No,
she
she's
said-
short for angelical.
She said there are no jellicles in the movie.
Jellicles, dude.
Yes,
Jellicles are a
Jellicles.
jellicle cat.
Yeah. They spend the whole movie telling you what Jellicle means, and by the end of it, you have no idea what Jellicle means.
What does it mean?
I don't know. Watch the movie, and you
That
will
owl, I
have
don't
no
know what it
insight.
means. Am I right,
It
guys?
was up there.
No,
That
it's-
owl's getting jellicle right now.
Yeah.
He's getting his jellicles right now.
So that's cats.
That's cats in a
That's what
nutshell.
that's what it feels like to watch cats.
Yeah, it felt like, honestly, I was questioning my entire reality the whole time watching that movie. It felt like a fever dream.
It feels.
It was, from the moment it began, I was like, is this all supposed to happen in this movie?
It's so great.
And it was, I guess.
It's great.
It
This
was
said
great.
exists. I may never see it.
Yeah, no, you should see it.
But knowing that it occurred in humanity at all
Yeah.
is kind of wonderful.
It was mind-blowing.
With the amount of money and like entertainment in general, like movies, sports, whatever, just capitalism.
Mhm.
So much money and so many people doing things for money.
Yeah.
And in the middle of all that, enough things came into play that enough people said yes.
Yes.
And as a result of our science project that is capitalism, a movie where Taylor Swift
Yeah.
had cat feet and real people's shoes.
And real people boobs in a cat body. Only one with boobs.
Of all the people.
That is actually something
Of
to be.
all the people.
Do you think that was in her
16.
contract?
Oh, you know
They're
what?
like,
Maybe.
you're all gonna be in the movie, and she's like, I want tits.
Yeah.
And they're like,
I
well,
wanna
no,
be a
nobody has
sexy
tits. And
cat.
she's like, well, I want tits, or else I would not.
Well,
You ever
she-
seen a cat?
Her
Put
character-
Taylor Lautner in the movie, and I want tits.
Do you guys the smallest of fun facts? My friend from college dated the violin player of Taylor Swift's thingy, whatever she does for money music. And he was in her, and then another friend was in Miley Cyrus's youth group
What?
growing up, because I lived in Nashville for a while.
Look at you, you little
Oh.
And
60 grades over there.
Kesha,
Kesha.
she
Ketchup.
would rock climb
Ketchup.
at my friend's
I like
gym that he worked at, the rock climbing gym, where this is a deeper cut. The
Oh.
lead singer of Reliant K would go on occasion.
Oh,
And
Christian.
everyone said he's a big asshole that smokes a shit ton of weed and hates everybody.
Aren't they Christian?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought.
That's funny.
Was
I-
that by my description? Is that what led you to assume?
Yeah.
He's a big asshole that hates everybody.
Uh-huh. I'm gonna start calling Kesha Ketchup for sure. 'Cause my daughter will mention her sometime, and that's great.
Yeah, that's an easy one.
Yeah, that's really fun.
Is she
Thanks.
still
You're
relevant
welcome.
to any?
My daughter,
Yeah.
she's around.
Who?
She comes by. She'll stop by.
How?
They're painful.
So stupid.
Wow, what a great start. Cats and owl puns. My
Yeah,
goodness.
Taylor Swift was supposed to be the sexy cat. And they were like, how do we make this cat sexy?
Tits.
Oh,
Oh, you
give
throw
her tits.
Idris Elba in there.
Who is she?
Dude, Idris Elba in that movie was wild.
He was in it?
Yeah.
Wait, like he was a stray?
Yeah, actually. I don't know what they're all
Was he
considered,
the
but-
one that does a big
but
song and dance?
He's
He's Mephisto or something?
Yeah, he's he's not
You know who I'm
Magical
talking-
Mr. Mistopheles.
Yes, that guy.
No.
That guy deserves his own show, let's be honest.
He was great, honestly. No idea who that guy was, but he did great.
He's
No,
got magic.
Idris Elba played like the bad kitty.
Like at the
He was-
end,
the bad-
like
he was
the garbage lady that comes down and says everyone's going to hell.
No,
No, I saw it one time.
I don't know.
Doesn't at
Maybe.
the end someone's like, I'm from the garbage and I hate cats, and then they're like, fuck you, we're going to heaven, and then that's how it ends. What did
no,
I say?
I think they took some creative liberties.
Okay.
They definitely added in some dialogue that did not help at all.
This is the live-action remake of Aristocats, right?
Yes. Yes,
yeah,
Berlioz
that's the
and
Okay.
Toulouse.
Yeah, they did
They-
colorblind casting for the Siamese cats. It was really gauche.
That's the lady in the train.
What's gauche mean?
I don't know.
It's like bougie
Like,
for inappropriate.
Yeah, gauche is like, ugh, how gauche. What she
Yeah,
wore?
see?
He
Wait,
wore
no, that explains
What-
it. No,
what-
that was enough.
Oh, what he wore French cuffs with a. I
It's
can't
how
think of
bougie
another
people are
fancy
offended.
person
Are you looking up French
clothing
cuffs for me?
word.
How do you spell gauche?
A French cuff with a wide
I'm guessing-
lapel. How
I'm
gauche?
guessing G and then a
G-A-U?
No, it's Goose. You typed it out and you're like, oh. I see. That's not gauche.
Okay, I'm not the smartest man.
You
Okay.
can press enter though. We'll just
Goose.
see.
G-A-U-C-H-E.
Find a goose
In French,
coming.
it means left.
Oh.
Yeah, a gauche on the left.
Wait, no, Gooch.
Gooch?
G-U-C-C-I.
No,
No,
that's,
dude, we're
that's
gonna
the
get more
clothing brand.
pictures.
I want to see a cross-eyed gooch.
Uh-oh, cross-eyed gooch.
Oh,
no,
I
you know what that
didn't- yeah.
means. You get the
That does
honor
mean
of the
something?
first,
That does
the
mean.
first roll of the
Why
night.
did that mean something?
I we got a list.
I can't. Here you go.
Oh, it's like
okay.
Pee-wee's Playhouse
I didn't
in
want
here?
it to go that way because then the dog would poke you like,
Oh.
oh, sweet, this is my turn.
Oh, early on. And now a brief message from our sponsor.
Oh, what's our sponsor today?
Our sponsor is glasses for cats.
Oh, nice.
Hey, relevant.
Now-
Is there a?
Before you start,
yeah.
you have the option of delivering the message yourself or answering a trivia question. For the you want to do the trivia for the opportunity to
For the opportunity
give
to
someone
pass
else that
pass it
duty.
on.
Yeah,
duty.
duty.
I'll do that.
Okay,
I'll do the duty.
we're gonna go fact or crap.
Fact or
that's
crap.
what I reached
So
for.
goose of
Owls
you.
can come. Fact.
Let's see.
Owls come horde.
Prove it.
Fact.
The BBC will not air.
This
any-
owl's getting a BBC.
Fact.
Fact. Okay, cool.
Correct.
That was a big win. That was a big win.
The British Broadcasting Company will not air any television program featuring Jerry Seinfeld because of a crude joke he once made about the IRA.
What's the IRA? The Internet Relevance Advocation.
Yes, correct. That's what the IRA is.
Okay. That is fact.
Incorrect.
That is crap.
Ooh.
So then
Irish
I'll
Republican
just default to
Army?
reading
you.
the what's the do we have
What?
commercial music?
Oh, yeah, I should have done that. I'm
Zach,
just
what
learning.
are you
I'm over here
waiting
learning new
for?
words, okay? What?
Oh yeah, gooch. What's gooch mean?
Yeah, gooch means lacking social experience or grace.
Okay.
Also, not tactful, crude. It would be gooch
That
to
one.
mention the subject.
Keep calling it gooch.
This one I need to look up another word for. Not planner. Gooch confirmation of molecules.
That must be a person that confirmed science.
What is it? Cat glasses?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Eyes
Have you
for
guys heard?
felines.
Heard
What's
what?
that?
Have you heard about the new cat glasses?
What?
Yeah, it's a store right next to Lens Crafters. It's called Lens Cat Furs, and they have cat glasses, all shapes and sizes. You can get circle frames, you can get cat eye frames, and they fit around cats' ears because they got this little triangular thing that goes on the back. And if you want to have, if your cat wants to play racquetball, guess what? They can, because they have those goggle glasses for cats, and it goes all the way around, like the guy who plays basketball.
Yeah, we.
Yeah.
Those sound perfect.
Cat glasses, all shapes and sizes. Calico, Siamese, and Persian.
Wow, not too tabby.
What's that?
For sure.
Get your cat glasses today. Now, to the next segment we do.
50 points for Chad.
Oh, what?
Cool, thank you.
I didn't even get a chance to.
This segment's called "What was your last show?" Hey Julian,
Oh.
what was your last? What was your last show?
What that I watched on TV? The last time that I did things in front of people
What's the-
where there was
Uh-huh.
listening
Yeah,
members.
let's do that.
I was at the space, and
Oh,
I
cool.
did.
The fundraising one.
Yep.
Nice.
That was
Yes.
a fun show.
Yeah. I
Did
was
you
there
improv?
for that. I did. Yeah, I guess. I mean, that's what I attempted to do it, and I'll let the audience decide what they thought they saw.
I think we did it.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Sounds like it was a successful show all around.
I feel good. I just I'm weary to say anything ever, so I'll let everyone else make their own opinions. But yes, the short answer is yes.
I like how you're in improv scenes.
Mm-hmm.
You come in as like the straight guy, and then it's immediately like, oh, this is not the straight guy at all.
Expand. I'm liking
usually
this.
takes well because you usually pop into a scene and you seem normal.
I come in very.
But then you say
I'm-
something,
I'm-
you say it like in a normal tone, but it's just something so out of left field, and people are just like, that's what. I like watching you do improv because it usually just flips stuff upside down.
Yeah, I'll hang out with that. Yeah. So.
Is that a white person way of saying, I can fuck with that?
Yeah, I think so.
Cool.
That's my yeah. No, I
I
like.
like that.
I think because like coming into something, if you come in hot, then you can't go the other way. So when you come in middle, then you have either option to
Yeah.
go insane or really balanced and aggressive. Like, because either like it's like I'm gonna be wacky and like crazy, and that's like where this is gonna be fun, or I'm gonna shit on you so hard for how wacky and crazy you are that I'm going to help everyone else shit on you in the right way.
Yeah.
Where it's like, this person is an insane person. Let's all figure out why.
Oh, damn it.
Uh,
It's
Yeah.
fun. Yeah, it's fun to
I
have
yeah,
an extreme dichotomy like that. going
yeah.
on.
And it's fun to do it because then you get to come in and then be like, you tell me, I want you to give me one more piece of information, and then I'm gonna just have a really fun time and goof off. Yep, those are my answers.
Nice.
How many times have you watched me do an improv? Not like, I'm not needing real math. I'm just interested
I'm gonna
that
say
you formulated
more
an
than
opinion at
more
all.
than 5, less than 10.
Okay. I'm just intrigued that you formulated an opinion.
Yeah. If improv catches my attention, then it's usually decent.
Something has happened.
Yeah.
That's fair.
It's hard for me to watch a lot of improv. I can watch some of it, but it's hard for me to just really pay attention to a lot of it. 'Cause
Yeah.
like the best improv that comes out of Cap is pretty much what I watch, and that's fine. There's like a lot of people working and stuff, and
I think
it's
I'm
just,
understanding all the words that you're saying.
it's hard for me to just, you know,
You're saying if you're paying attention, it's because it's hit a certain itch.
yeah,
But most things aren't hitting that itch.
right. Like
So if you do like it, you're like, that must have been good.
I
for
rarely
me.
fully enjoy like a family-friendly show
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
because it's like, you guys are doing great.
Yeah, it's
But
like
I'm
it's
just-
like Big Bang Theory in the sense the audience that's watching the Big Bang Theory is like, fucking give me more of that.
yeah.
I want to eat
Oh,
this
yeah.
for breakfast.
You're the Sheldon for sure.
I'm definitely Sheldon, budging Greg. But then if you're like, I'm not having fun watching this catchphrase, Bajing Greg. And so then you kind of just zone out. And then when someone says Bajing Greg, you're like, wait, that's not the right one. I'll listen to that one now. Bajing Greg is weird. That's funny. I'll hear that 4 more times. Yeah, it's exactly like that.
Yeah, I think we really nailed down your style.
Yeah, I got it. There's an excellent. I told you about it, but not. I don't know if I've shown it to you. Of the, I don't remember the Bing Bong theorem. I think on Reddit,
Oh, yeah,
and it's
yeah,
just
yeah.
it's a constant meme of just them being like, "Hey, Chardon," like, "Oh, what's that?" And then they'll do like 1 or 2 panels, and then it always ends with Sheldon saying something that looks like Bazinga. Like one was a soccer goalkeeper. His name's Gazaniga. And they just put that guy down instead. It tickles me.
I haven't seen any of this, but it's like.
Oh, they make me
sounds
so
fun.
happy. They always say each other's names super.
It's called the Bing Bong theorem.
I think so. Yeah, I don't know any of their other names, so I can't use more of their names, but oh, you'll pull one up.
Yeah,
using
I'm pulling
science?
up.
Yeah, this
this'll
looks
be
like the
super relevant.
shittiest of shit posting.
Oh, they're
pages.
terrible. They're so great.
Oh my god.
Well, Zach
See what
finds
the
that.
tops
Hey,
of all
Chad,
times.
what
Yeah.
was your last show?
What was my last show? Oh, it was I did. What's that called? Undisputed, unchildrened,
Offsprung.
kids, offsprung.
Oh
Offsprung.
yeah.
I did that show. That was fun.
Who was the guy? Mike something?
Mike something.
Nope.
What
Is your
guy?
question?
Ty Boyce.
Ty
Trying to think of
boys.
it. I was thinking of the guy that does the like I'm sober show, Mike,
Mike
Clay or
Lindsay.
something.
Mike Lindsay. He'll be here March 9th.
Okay. Well, we're not promoting him at this point in the show.
Nope.
Yeah,
We'll get it
Julian
later.
Salyer's here right
Yeah,
now, so.
Yeah, that was a really fun show. Ty Boys produces that and features on it, and it was great. It was really fun.
Well, people love talking about shows they're on. It's really cool.
Shannon Hunt hosted, and it was Emma, me, Shane Brendan, and Ty Boyce.
And Armando.
Armando was there. He did a guest set.
Emma,
Yeah.
what was your contribution to the show about
I was
people
the
and
one without
children?
kids.
Right.
Okay.
It was
Great.
funny.
No offense.
It was
Because after
fun.
Ty had it
I'm
all
very
booked,
offended.
Yeah.
after he had it all booked, he's like, well, you'd like to throw one in there that doesn't have kids too. I'll probably do that for every show. I'm like, oh yeah, you just thought of that. Okay, yeah, yes, good idea, Ty.
Yeah, way to go, Ty.
But it is a good idea, and it was fun
Yeah.
because it does give a little palate cleansing because it's like we're getting away from our kids to hear about kids, and then to hear about like, haha, I don't have kids for a little while is fun.
I had fun telling people.
How many kids don't you have? Wait, that
So
didn't-
many.
So many.
It's an infinite amount of kids I do not have. I
Will you
haven't
pull
done
up-
the exact math, but
Were you pulling up the
Yeah, pull up the
Gazer
one.
Ring Grub memes for me? Oh, you got a big one.
Oh
This
yeah, I
show
got.
is-
There's a lot of them are like full on comics.
Yeah, they're pretty long.
Oh, that
He's
was
gonna
it
pull
like-
up a
it's
whole
like-
page of like 12 panels.
Oh yeah, see Leningrad. They can't say the names right.
Says, Honestly, okay, Julian, you should read this out for the listeners out there.
He goes, Leningrad. Yes, Shatner. I want to go on a holiday so we can become better friends. Okay, where do you want to go? The Big Bog Wilderness area. They're terrible.
It doesn't make any sense.
Well, look at his terrible face. Oh, I
Close
love
it out.
them.
Sorry.
I love how they're all terrible.
I
They're
got
all
more.
so bad.
Want to check out another one?
That's
I was just at a kid's jumpy castle place though, and the trampoline had a logo
Oh,
that
this is
said
weird.
like Bazoinga or something, and I was like, oh god, I want to post this, but I don't know how. What is it?
Is that it?
Cross-eyed owl again?
No.
Penectomy. Why you thin when I big fat? That's because I throw up everything I eat.
Oh yeah.
They're so great. They're so,
Oh, those are the best.
they're
Yeah,
just
they're really
so
good.
meaningless.
Excellent.
They're
They
so
should-
meaningless.
That's like the Big Bang Theory remix I want to see.
I was just reading about penectomies earlier today.
What is
Why
that?
Someone
Oh,
removed
you wanna
Penny from the
guess?
show?
Wait,
Someone
is that
removed
when
Penny from the show.
someone gets
Not
stabbed
Penny's
with
boat.
someone gets stabbed with a ballpoint? They gotta go
Nope.
get it pulled out.
Ooh, even
Good
better.
guess. Close.
Take your penis off.
Yep.
Ooh, what?
Uh-huh. That's what it is.
For what? What's the health risk of keeping their penis?
Oh, some people like to get rid of their penis and have a vagina, right?
Wait, is that
That's
what the
not what I was
penectomy's
reading
for?
about, but
Oh, do they just get it taken off?
well, some of them are getting surgical.
Some people like, oh, they don't. That's not what it was.
That's
Okay.
not-
Okay,
Wait,
all right.
Well,
wait, you
most
heard about
of
this?
them-
Have you read about this?
Most of the ones I was reading about, it was their either their wife had cut it off, or
What?
they had cut it off themselves.
Out of curiosity,
Out of
suicide, like self-harm.
yeah, I guess it was some self-harm and like shame.
Bazinga.
about- Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, read this.
Pretty fun stuff.
Julian, read this one out real fast.
I'm sorry, Lennart. I really am. Truth is, you were bazingad from the start.
Sheldon pointing a gun.
Oh, it's a crossover meme from Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah,
San
it looks like
Andreas?
Grand Theft Auto. Yeah.
San Andreas. Grove Street. Give me them ducats.
Give me them ducats. Yeah. You don't have to play the game for even an hour to hear that line.
That's about how long I played that game for. You've ousted me.
Yep. I'm gonna go get a dirt bike and ride up that hill over there. Okay.
Oh yeah, just ride the bike. Ride the bike for a while. That's
Yeah. Opening is that whole bike thing. What's your favorite Grand Theft Auto, Zach?
Honestly, GTA 5.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
That's the one
It's
that
by
I-
far the best one.
when
I like
so
most time
mainstream.
into.
I like Vice City a lot. That one's really colorful and there's a lot of pink in it.
All those ones were coming out. My mom was not into me playing those games when I was younger, and I didn't really have an outlet to try and get my hands on them, so I never really had the opportunity to fuck around with them.
You didn't have any outlets in your room?
Not a single one. Log cabin I was raised in the bogs of Salem, Oregon. Real swampy town.
The big
Swampy
box?
town. Yeah, the big wilderness bogs.
What was your last show, Zach?
The yard.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he was taking a nap outside.
As I'm prone to do. But I'm really funny when I do it, and people just throw money on me, so I consider it business as usual.
Yeah, you made a decent amount of money that night.
It was a really fun show.
Yeah, bazinga.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, it was a really fun show.
It was great.
It really was a fun show, though. I love that.
Oh,
Roman
that's
has a lot of people in
the-
there because
Yeah,
it's like
the food
100,
park.
100 people, 150 people.
All listening, attentive ears.
Yeah. Well,
Wow.
probably like 70% attentive.
Yeah, that
pretty
is
good.
legitimately good.
Just the back
Which is
70%.
fun, yeah. The people
The front
nearby,
30 are-
they're all children playing with trains.
Like cribbage.
There was a table at the front that was kind of being shitty to some of the comics and like interrupting and heckling. But
So
for
it was a
some reason-
real show. This is
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah. But they really liked me. Like one of the guys just bought me a drink afterwards.
Wow.
Did you go out with
Wow.
them?
A
What?
true comedy
Go
fan.
for a nightcap?
No. Is that the yard?
Did you catch?
Yeah, it wasn't a cat. it was
Yeah,
a
dude. I
yard.
stuck my
Oh,
tongue
no.
in his nose.
That's
I don't know
not
how
what
to kiss.
kissing is.
What'd you say?
What were you just about to say?
Are we gonna teach Zach how to kiss live on the podcast?
Is that on the
Nah, I need
dice?
to learn. I kiss plenty fine enough, okay?
Okay.
He kisses plenty fine enough.
Yeah, there's plenty of people you're kissing just fine.
Enough.
Enough.
Gets the job
For
done.
what? What is the
Yeah,
job?
what is the job?
Why did we kiss on your show?
Why did we kiss on my
You
show?
guys kissed?
For fun?
Yeah, on the Zach Chappell, everybody.
Oh, which one was
Oh.
that?
It got to a point where like the whole audience was like, "Kiss!"
I don't remember.
For some reason. It
That's
was
nice.
like, okay. I don't remember
I guess I
why or
blacked it out, or maybe I was off somewhere with a horse mask over my head, locked
Across
out
the
of
street.
building.
Getting a tattoo.
In my sweatpants and
that's
beard.
that's the
trimmer.
funniest like, panic-stricken moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was laughing and weeping.
The fact that you went up to a stranger to ask him if you could use their phone, right?
Yeah.
While in like pajamas and holding a horse head.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. And very
It's for a
sweaty.
comedy show.
Yeah. I swear I'm not mugging you.
I'm trying to make them laugh.
Put everything in Noah's head.
She,
Uh-oh, make
she
'em laugh.
did a backflip, ran up the wall.
Oh no.
Oh,
Make him
no.
laugh dance.
You
You
know what
gotta
that
roll it.
means,
Roll it.
Zach? You gotta roll.
How does he know what this means?
Rolling, rolling,
So,
rolling.
that didn't roll. I'm
Oh,
gonna
we did
re-roll
it. Yeah, do it again.
Yeah, I didn't like
What?
that result.
Yeah, I
either.
don't know how to roll
Alright.
a dice.
Do it
No,
on the
we'll keep
floor
that one.
beside. That's what we like that
Alright.
one
That's a
better.
good one.
We got what should I do, and that's where someone has to offer great advice, answer someone's questions. Now your trivia question. Let's see. I'm gonna give you the.
Clap.
Ooh, let's do the. We're gonna do the $200. This is from a Cash Cab trivia card. $200 question. What rock group helped bring rap into the mainstream by covering their 1976 song "Walk This Way"
Oh,
with Run DMC?
Aerosmith.
Correct. That
Ugh,
means you get to appoint someone to answer
that's
questions.
stupid. It should have said Limp Bizkit.
I
Oh,
was
I'm
just
so
thinking
sorry.
Limp
The answer
Bizkit
is actually Limp Bizkit.
Oh, okay.
No.
I misread
Wes
it.
Boylan.
I was confused. Steven Tyler and Fred Durst.
I don't know anything about Limp Bizkit.
They did it all for the noogie.
Oh, okay.
For the what?
So you can take that cookie and shove it up your ass. Is that what he says?
thought it was
No,
a
it says
nugget.
showed up your yeah.
Shove it up your yeah.
Even on the parental advisory album.
The
Showed up your
explicit.
yeah.
Yeah.
Shove it up your.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
It's up for interpretation. It's a
I
metaphor.
was looking for the word explicit. I couldn't find it.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe yeah means mouth.
It's a metaphor.
You know Yiddish.
That would be.
Yeah.
Mund probably. I don't know. Who do you want to
Mush.
appoint the?
I want to hear some advice from Julian.
All right.
All right.
You
Anyone
guys have
have
a
a
question
question?
for Julian out there?
Ooh.
Get some
well,
advice?
This is serious. This is the moment everyone's needed.
Okay, yeah. I wanna.
This comes from Chris Belka in the audience.
Yeah. So I wanna go to Mars on Elon Musk's go to Mars thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I have a kid.
Okay.
So there's a moral conundrum there, because if I go to Mars, I'm gonna live there until I die.
Yeah.
Is that a decision I can make?
This is easy. This is a no-brainer. So I was just listening to someone explain the universe in general, a scientist, and he was basically saying that, long story short, that the consensus amongst the scientific community very highly favors the possibility of infinite universes where there are infinite versions of you not leaving your child behind. So I say just this once. Just on the... You owe it to yourself. There are so many of you out there taking care of a child. This one version of you needs to just...
Wait,
First,
did he ask how to leave his child?
he's going to leave his child.
I missed just that part.
He's going to Mars, I believe. He
Yeah.
has a free. He
Oh,
has
you
a
want to
free
get on the
ticket.
spaceship?
Yeah.
He's
Okay, yeah.
got a free ticket in this situation. And outside of that, you're not only wrestling with. You're not really wrestling with the idea of leaving your child behind. You're wrestling with the idea of what does it all mean? Nihilism, existential crisis in general. And
Well,
I
if you-
think
there's kind of 2 points. Sorry, I'm kind of
Yeah.
taking a little bit, but
Yeah.
your kid will grow up and be like, my dad went to space, never saw him again. That's a pretty cool story. But also, a lot of kids will probably have that same story at that age. Probably, yeah, my dad did too.
yeah.
So.
They all thought it was
Why do you
pretty
think you're
cool.
so special?
And-
Oh, that's where my dad went.
Think about all.
My dad went to space.
Yeah.
All the additional coping mechanisms that your child will gain from dealing with the trauma of a Mars dad.
Yeah, you're doing her a favor.
I mean, what a skill set that child will be gaining. On top of that, I mean,
Well, eventually they'll have pneumatic tubes that you can just
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, how are we going to get your daughter up to Mars with you if we don't send the first fleet in there to figure out how to do it? So I say you're only helping her. Otherwise, the planet's going to dissolve in a fiery death regardless. So, I mean, do you want to be here to watch climate change take everyone? Or be in space watching your daughter from afar slowly get engulfed in the flames of the result of capitalism? I don't know.
Yeah,
That's up for you.
better if only one of you dies.
Yeah, but in one of these universes, you stayed behind, and you can always rely on that safety net.
So in summary, your answer is just do it, you bitch.
I wouldn't go into using Nike catchphrases, but yeah, I would. Yeah, if you have to ask, you're already in the wrong headspace. You need to. Nothing matters to begin with is the
Wow.
problem. So. Asking it all is that's on you. Maybe go to therapy and then you'll naturally want to leave this planet. Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah.
All right, 85 points to Julian.
Hell yeah!
Whoa,
I'm up at
first
35
place.
or
Um,
85.
With
depends on-
with an additional 15 points to Chad for the assist.
Do we have time
Cool.
for an additional question?
Yes.
Yeah.
Follow-ups?
And Zach gets 12 points.
Oh hell yeah,
Woo!
dude! Good
On
job.
the board.
They're pity
Questions
points.
for anybody, but
Emma,
I'm
I'm gonna give
curious.
you 10 points.
Thank
Just
you.
for giving
Oh,
me 12
shit.
points.
Wow.
I want to give everyone.
That leaves you
negative
with
1
2
point.
points left, Zach, that you get because
I
you
wanna
gave me
put-
10 of your points.
Okay.
Oh, it
Oh,
comes from
Shit.
a pond.
Damn, never
It's
mind.
not- It doesn't come down from on high. Anyway.
All right, we have another question from
Yes.
Sam.
Hi. So I'm hypothetically, but kind of actually trying to decide whether I want to save up and go to law school
Mhm.
or do something more practical, like learn how to cook and go to culinary school. So, thoughts, discuss. I have questions about that.
Neither.
I have hard opinions, but I have actual opinions about this one. The other one I did not
Culinary
have to
school is
think
a
about very
scam.
much
For
before.
context, I have a bachelor's degree, but it's in communication, so I'm you know.
So
That's
you're gonna go into
translatable.
the NFL, or what are you gonna do with that?
XFL.
Are you an athlete now?
Three of my
thought that was a
three of my
joke.
fellow classmates graduated and became reps for Nike and Red Bull, respectively. So.
And you really
Does
can't.
that sound like fun though?
Yeah, you either hawk Red Bull or you become an academic, and I don't want to do that. So.
What's your take? You said neither?
Well, definitely not culinary school. That's a scam for sure.
Okay.
Anyone
Mhm.
can learn to cook.
Yeah.
Now there's a wealth.
YouTube
Anyone
will
can
get
learn
you
the
there.
law too. You know what? Don't go to law school. Get on
The internet. It's all on the internet.
Get on the internet. Go to that guy Khan Academy. Learn about all the laws. Go take the bar exam on your own goddamn time,
Okay.
and you'll pass it, and you'll be the greatest goddamn lawyer ever was.
Cool.
You
There you
should
go.
get those. There's the like not the SAT. What's the bar one called?
The bar.
No, LSAT. I was like,
Oh, yeah,
so
that.
close. Get some of those LSAT test preps
Yeah.
You
and
know,
take
my
them.
cousin kind of sucks.
They're
Study
super
points.
fun.
She took LSAT and then went off to go start an alternative grocery store in LA.
See, that's what I was
Do
gonna
that. There you go.
So this is the thing I read because I was like 5% curious about like a law school thing, and I guess because it's like compared to like doctor or like other things where there's like a law seems to be the like big quote unquote guarantee
Yeah.
for money without these like big 7-year residencies and stuff.
Sure.
But it sounds like as a result, the law area has become mildly saturated. So that people that are even getting through law school aren't necessarily getting jobs.
It's true.
So it's kind of this like unfortunate position. And then this
Just
person.
go be a country lawyer somewhere.
Yeah, that's
Where
what
you're the only lawyer for miles and miles.
I kind of
Ooh.
want to go into like not to harken on Better Call Saul, but like elder law actually seems pretty lucrative to me.
Elder law.
Yeah.
So you want to cash in on those Bernie dollars. that are coming.
Yeah.
I see. Once old people are actually being taken care of, they're going to have disposable income to go
That's right.
towards legal care.
They can't take it with them.
Oh, man.
And
These
they
are all
can sue all
fair.
those motherfuckers hanging out on their lawns.
You seem. What would you do for an elderly person as a lawyer?
You help them with their wills and with their like estates, and help them like if they have any outstanding legal agreements with other people or any land or any kind of inheritance that they want to make, they help finalize that and put it into writing so that the state can't be like, we'll take that. Thank you.
Well, I
Man.
think I feel like you've answered your own question here.
I'm intrigued. Now I'm also sad about all these old people that are just like getting
Oh, yeah.
fucked left, right, and center.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, old people are getting scammed all the time.
damn it. All right.
Yeah, I used to sell insurance to old people.
The answer is
Oh.
you should also go to Mars. It sounds too sad to stay here.
Go be a lawyer on Mars.
You can't help all the old people, and so there's lots of elderly people that will be scammed.
And in your spare time, you can learn how to cook.
At the bank, a lot of old people get scammed too. Yep.
So just don't become old
I don't
is
have
mostly
any
what
guns
I'm
to
learning.
take advantage of.
Okay. Yeah, man, this one is really stressing me out because I want you to have I want an actual answer for this, and I think all of them are bad. I think the answer to all of them was no, don't do that. Also, this is also bad, and you're just be sad like everyone else. That's the real. If you're asking, it's because you're sad and you want
I
happiness.
just come to a comedy podcast.
That's where all the sad people are.
All right, Julian, I'm going to give you 5 points for subverting expectations.
Hell yeah, I
Well
disagree
done.
with the premise.
No, but.
Hey, how did you start doing comedy in Salem?
The stupid answer is that my in-laws moved in when I moved here, and I went some version of not healthy mentally, and was like, I want to get out of the house. And I looked at, thank you. I lived in
Nice.
Portland for a while, and I had a buddy that started going to stand-up stuff, and I was way too scared to do it. I was like, dude, no way, that's too scary. And then he did it, and he was pretty miserable. He was pretty bad. I mean, I only saw the first 1 or 2 times that he went up.
What's his name?
Noriko?
Jeff Partner. Only because you're here and you did stuff in Portland. No, it's this
I
buddy.
did comedy.
It was this guy TK. He lived in Nashville with me, but he he just got super plastered drunk and then talked about his like girlfriend that was like so dysfunctional and unhealthy. And it was like everyone's like, oh, this is not anything close to comedy. This is just uncomfortable. And I was like, oh, that sounds fun.
So I could do that.
Yeah. Well, but I didn't. I was too scared. I was like, dude, no way am I gonna go tell. I don't know. I was trying to write jokes that were so bad. It was like I was trying.
How bad were they?
They were so bad. I remember I was trying to.
I want to hear one joke that you were like, no.
This is
I know, like,
I
they
can
won't get
remember
that or
this.
just-
It was something about God. It's so bad. It's terribly embarrassing to say out loud. And I was trying to like go over it with my friends, and they were just like, "Oh, what else were you thinking of saying?" It was I don't know why.
That's always the best.
I was trying to like, God, it's so it was something unpacking. I am gonna keep hyping it up because I don't want to say it out loud,
You're
but
gonna have
I
to say it out
have to
loud.
eventually.
Yeah, you do.
It's gonna happen.
It was like a weird attempt at making some commentary on, oh God, it was like Britney Spears was somehow the topic of it, and it was a commentary
Already
on
hilarious.
her breakdown and her fans, and making some commentary on like not being married to Justin Timberlake, and something about a lot of gay guys being fans of Britney Spears. And I don't know what the math was in the attempt at a joke.
Oh, I'm so curious.
It was something about, like, I don't remember if it was, like, pro what she had done or against her, like, choice. It was some, like, attempt to dig at pop culture, and it was, like, it makes no sense.
Was it something about leaving Britney alone?
No, it was not in reference to that meme guy. That's what it was so detached from being anything that could resemble a joke. So I did not go up at all.
You never did it?
Not in Portland.
Never did
0%.
comedy? Oh, okay.
Never. No, I never. I've gone up, but I have not done comedy yet. So then when I moved to Salem, I was like, there's so little to do in this town. And then I was like, well, there's stand up here, whatever. So then I went to the open mic. And then it was the first time I went, I just watched, and I was like, "Oh, this isn't that intense. It's like way more laid back than I had really built it up." And I was like, "People here are fine or okay or good, but no one's like chewing people out like if they're not good. You're like, oh, you can go up here and not know what you're doing yet.
Right.
It's not." You're not gonna stand out as like the asshole that wasted everyone's time with
Yeah,
their like
there are
Britney
plenty of
Spears
those.
joke. Yeah, yeah. I would blend in fine. So then I was like, all right, I'm gonna go tell some jokes. So then I came back and it was some specialty show, the fan fiction writing story stuff.
Erotic fan fiction,
Yes.
competitive erotic fan fiction.
Yes, and I was like, oh, man, I was gonna try to tell jokes. Fuck this show, that's good. And then Jesse, whatever, Whitehead wrote something, and I was like, fuck, that was very good, and it was very good about Christmas Carol. It was great.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was really good.
Dickensian thing?
Yeah, it was super good.
That's good. Jeff, what'd you get for food?
It's chili dog.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
Polish.
That's why the bathroom smells so bad here.
Polish chili dog?
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, well, he hasn't
Next
had
stop
one
got
yet, but
food.
somebody else did.
I didn't know they had food. They have food here
It's new, I think.
now. Okay, cool. Keep going.
And then I came back and I told mediocre jokes about, I forget. I have it on my phone of whatever I did the first time, I think. I don't remember exactly.
And
But
we'll put that clip in now.
yeah. Wow, that was better than I remember.
That's good. It's
Why
good.
would you say those things, Julian?
Okay, I didn't
Your first
like...
set had a really good callback.
It was in a different time.
Yeah, it wasn't different. It was a past time.
He was a younger person.
Yeah, Britney Spears was still relevant. Yeah, and then I did that, and it wasn't. I didn't. It was fun, and I wasn't dog shit. And then I hated being at home with my in-laws because they lived there for like 10 months, and it was
Yeah, that was wild.
not great.
Weren't they
For
supposed to visit
anybody.
for like 2 weeks?
It was
Did they
not.
Stay there forever?
Yeah, she was supposed to get knee surgery, and they tried to trade in their motorhome and get a different motorhome. And so we're like, well, you're gonna need. They couldn't be in the motorhome because of the knee surgery and going up and down
right.
stairs. So we're like, you can crash with us, and that's fine. And it was like too long, but I was like, it's for a reason, whatever. And then my wife was like, it's going to take 3 months to build this motorhome out, and you're going to be here 3 months anyway. You should just move forward on this idea. And they're like, okay. And I was like, that also makes sense. And then the company they went with had been bought by a different company within the past year or two. So they had all these great reviews, but it was bought by someone else, and they tried to do it anyway. The motorhome, they basically sold their motorhome, which they lived in full time, and then they didn't get a new one for another 11 months.
Sounds like they could have used an elder lawyer. I just mean an old person who practices law.
Oh, yes. Yeah. All the people here were too young to understand.
Where's that
so
daytime TV show?
It was called...
He's also Mormon.
Oh, God, what was the show called? With Matlock, yeah. It's like, it already exists.
I got you.
So then I kept going up, and it was not terrible. And then I just kept going. And there's this little place called Front Street that had a mic started up. I went there, did dad jokes there. Just kept doing things. That was it.
Yeah, it was pretty like you hit the ground running as soon as you started comedy.
Yeah.
It was
you
like
were
as
good at
soon as you started, everybody was like, "What
It was...
the fuck? He's not even trying."
Yeah, I never... That I will
That was
claim.
that
I
was
did
the
not...
thing. It was like it was so
I
obvious
worked...
that you just weren't trying.
It's like, what's his face? It's fucking Mike Sarah in Juno. And she's like, you, like, don't try at all. And he's like, I try really hard. And it's like, that's my thing is, I don't give a shit because I spend a lot of time thinking about, like, the honest thing is I'm like, everything is so calculated that I cannot give a shit because I've so delicately picked everything. And the source of my jokes are these things no one can be mad, like, oh, he's shit. I happen to like bumper cars, actually.
Birthdays, come on.
Wait a minute, hey, I bought plenty of gifts at a gift shop. Hold on
Like
a second.
peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah, hold on a second. Oh, horses? Who's gonna ride those?
Who
Ah.
has time for this?
Yeah, so everything's very safe. And
Yeah.
also, I don't give a shit is also the other truth. To some degree.
There was like one joke I remember
Oh,
you were trying to do that like did have some particular leaning and you were so distraught about it.
Oh,
what
I
was
was
it? Do you know what I'm
I
talking
was
about?
uncomfortable about mentioning cigarettes. I was like, I don't split
Yeah.
the room here. No, I remembered a joke that I had told you. I never finished it, but I was like, fuck, I wish I would have remembered to keep trying that. And it was it was being there for the first clown car, which is such a funny joke. Where they're like,
Oh, yeah.
what is this? And they're like, clown? Okay, yeah. 2, 3, 4 clowns? There's 8 clowns? How many fucking clowns are in this car? Oh my god! Just like 37 clowns? And that was pretty much all I had for the joke was just that guy reacting. But I wish I would have really.
I feel like I would still react that way if I saw 37 clowns.
It's still
out of a
funny
car.
to me. It is funny to me.
That's a very I think you should leave type joke.
Yeah. It's the guy that is. No one else is excited. The one guy.
Yeah, it's a
No,
clown car. What do you expect?
Everybody
Where do you buy one of these? Where do you get it? Who knows that many clowns? See, it's got legs. It's got legs, folks.
You gotta start again.
I fucked up not getting that out the gate.
Yeah, too bad.
But I had done some like funny video stuff for like a handful of years. So I had some comedic timing and some like comfort in that space. So I didn't come out totally bland, but I also, and to your point, at one point thought maybe I should really rag on Britney Spears.
One of my favorite lines from one of your videos that you have on the internet is, "I'm just taking a bath."
What is
That's the Man Cat video.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
that was a joint production.
That was one of my favorite ones we did on that show.
"I'm just taking a bath."
I
So
remember
over.
taking a bath.
I hated every moment of that video until I said I'm taking a bath, and I was like, this might work.
Yeah, it had legs.
And then
No butthole though.
No butthole. I tried.
That was our take on
Can't
cats.
get that butt out there.
It actually was like a Cat's prequel.
Yeah.
It was, yeah.
Pre-quill?
Is that like
That's
before?
what you take
Is that before you take your Dayquil? You
Yes.
gonna say NyQuil?
I was gonna say
Free
NyQuil.
gaming.
It's regular quill.
Porcupine. So you're one of the only people that I know that started comedy, and then you were really good at it, and then you just one day went, okay, I finished.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Did it.
Yeah.
I did comedy.
Yeah. It's true. I can't.
It's such a fucked up thing to me because it's like as soon as comedy happens, it's like okay, everything in my life branches out from there, and that's like the epicenter of everything now.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that. I mean, I'm like.
There's part of me that's like, teach me, and there's part of me that's like, how the fuck would you do that?
It's. I don't like.
Well, you never like needed comedy.
No.
Yeah,
and
that's the other thing.
Yeah, I
At least
mean,
stand-up, you
it's
didn't
kind
need
of
it.
accurate to some degree, but I think therapy would tell me it's low self-esteem, and so it's like not seeing value in myself to like
Even
get-
if it's something you're talented at.
yeah. So
Yeah.
that's to wrap it in like a what's the word where you make fun of yourself, self-deprecating,
Deprecating.
whatever. But
Self-deprivating.
That's my favorite.
Look how funny I am.
My favorite joke was to say I was gonna call. Well, I can't even remember his name anymore.
Will Gibbons?
Yeah, I was gonna call him the other day, but I didn't want him to think I was being phony.
That's good.
But no, there's like there's a whole bunch of little things, but to a bigger picture, it's like what I wanted to do. It's like being really good at like pick up sports, and then
Like in a
but
truck?
wanting to
Take my S10 and go do some sports.
yeah. But no, like being good at like indoor soccer, and then but really I wanted to play in the MLS or the major league, and then it's like, well, I'm probably not gonna be where I want to be, and where I am now, I had a certain like what I'd like to do, and I kind of hit what felt like a really good mark, and then I didn't have the energy to do anything else, and so then I was like, I hit as high as I think I can go. Just one time. I think it's okay to do that once. I think it's hard to do that again and again and again.
Yeah.
I didn't have the energy to do it again and again and again.
It's a lot of energy.
Yeah, and so I was
It
like,
doesn't seem like comedy
I
is
achieved
that much work, but
the thing.
it's a lot of
well,
energy.
it's, dude, I mean, I went to, like, I was like, okay, if I'm going to go past Salem, right, if I want to get more notoriety or, like, more shows in general, there's only so many shows you can do in one town. It was like, okay, let's look at Portland as the next step.
Yeah.
And then it's like, all right, well, to go to a different city, you kind of start at the bottom. So it's like, I got to do some open mics and work into, like, getting to know people the same way I would when I started in Salem. And it was like, I remember going up on a Sunday, and I was like, I got there at, like, 3:30. I did Kells at, like, 5, whatever. Then went over to Curious, did a mic there. And then went over to Albina something, whatever. I can't remember her
Alberta?
name. Jenny Schrader or something. Whatever. Yeah, Alberta something.
Joanne Schinderling.
Yes.
Alberta Street Pub.
It was Jenny Slate or something. I don't
Yeah.
remember.
Back when Jenny Slate ran back there.
And it was like I did sets at all 3 of these mics, and was like, you know, started driving at like 2:30, and then got home at like 2:30. So like a 12-hour day, and I did 9 minutes of comedy, and I was like, this is not sustainable.
Yeah.
And so I think knowing what I wanted to do was not gonna happen, and then I just didn't care. I was like, these jokes, this is the like shitty broken part, is I'm like, these jokes just worked. I just saw a whole room like these jokes. I had fun. It's functional. People that are respected in the community also enjoyed it. Posse was like, that was killer. Let me know if you ever want to be on anything. I'll recommend you. But he like doesn't know who I am, which is fine. But also like important to the story. But it's like it just fucking worked. And people I knew from Portland were there, and they're like, that was like legit good. Like even as a like I'm not saying this as a friend. That was actually good. I'm like, yeah, no, it was fun.
Even as a Salem.
Yeah, ah, can't believe it. And so it's like I got all that like, you did it, and like some of the other Portland comic, great. Hey, like you should definitely do a show with this, whatever. And I was like, cool. I've gotten that like little badge on my Letterman jacket, and all I can do now is to go do that joke again to other people, and I just didn't care. I was like, guys, I don't care if you like this, because it worked one time, and I can't convince you to like it, man. I saw it work, and now I stopped caring. I don't care anymore. I already know it was funny one time, and that's the thing that sucks about stand-up is like you have to still like your material. You people know.
I have a big problem with that.
People know if you're just delivering.
Yeah.
And
Especially if
so,
your friends are in the room.
dude. So I can't. And like writing is hard, and coming up with new premises is hard. I'm like, dude, it's so much work, and I don't have anywhere to put this effort. At most, I would make more people in Salem laugh at a different show, but also like there's other people that are doing that. Like, if there was no comedy in Salem, I'd be like, well, I feel like it would be helpful if I contributed. There's enough people for the shows there are, even to rotate, to still do good sets and have people happy. And it's like, it's not important or necessary for me to be here, and I just don't have the energy. It wasn't gonna pay off. So yeah, and then I was having a kid. I mean, that's the other like whatever.
Yeah,
part
that'll
of
do
it.
it.
Yeah, so lame.
You should have been on that Offspring show.
On the see, I missed my big set.
Could have been your big break.
I hate people like, are you writing jokes about your kid now? I'm like, no.
What'd you
I wouldn't
name
have
it?
done that anyway. Shit stained McGee.
Nice. That's what you call it for a while.
Yeah,
until...
she's hideous, honestly.
She's a pain in the buddy. No.
How old is she now?
Matilda Marie Salyer. She's just over a year.
She's one of those like freakishly cute babies. Like I don't.
She's getting less cute, I think.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Finally, God.
Yeah, that happens.
I mean, I don't look at people's baby pictures usually when they post them, but when you post them, I'm like, I like looking at this baby.
Yeah, she's
very cute.
She has a big sense of humor already, which is good. So usually when she's like in a photo, she's like happy and smiling. And you could take a shitty person, like I don't give a shit about this baby. And then if they laugh and are like genuinely happy, you're like, oh, this baby's great. Any person that's like genuinely smiling and like enjoying themselves, you're like, that's pleasant.
Yeah, that's true.
You can take a beautiful looking person that's like being a dick, and you're like, ugh, fuck that person.
Fuck that guy.
Nothing
It makes it worse too.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, you're gonna take the good looks
You
and
have
be
so
a fucking
much.
asshole.
You have so much.
How dare you? You're throwing it all away.
What's you? Because we started similarly-ish timelines.
We did.
I think that you, my read on you versus me, is that you, I think you're a stronger writer, and so I think you can do more with less stuff. I'm very premise dependent.
Mm-hmm.
Like I need something very specific to pick apart and unpack.
Yeah.
And it has to be a very safe thing that also is worth talking about, which is not a ton.
Yeah, I like pushing people's buttons. I like getting under their skin.
Button pusher.
I like making people question their values and their. Yeah.
But you'll take something that happened in your week and then write a material.
That's
like,
true.
And I can't do that. So I think I'm curious like if that helps to do comedy longer and more when you have a writing style that can be a little bit more inspired during the week.
Yeah, I feel like those things kind of feed each other, you know, because I think my response to a lot of things that happen to me is to like find what's funny about it and turn it into a joke.
Yeah.
And then the more I do that, I think the more natural it becomes. Speaking of which, you want to know what happened to me this week?
Yeah, is that a dice roll?
Yeah, it's a dice roll. How'd you
What
know?
happened
Oh
this
shit,
week?
that's a wrap. I'm gonna.
Wait, okay, hold on.
Yeah, I'm gonna skip the trivia question and just go ahead and rap about it. Oh, great. Should we do that first?
Oh wait, I don't know why that's up there.
That's
That's
there, yeah.
No.
I have no idea.
No, put it
I
away.
love this.
Yeah, I have no idea how to get it away. Oh, you guys can see everything I have going on. I'm so self-conscious right now.
Wow,
there you go.
Zach.
Minimize,
All right,
baby.
Zach. You know what? Give me a trivia question anyway, regardless.
Okay.
I'm gonna do the rap because
I think
I need to get this out of my heart.
All right, fact or crap? Oh, I just pick one and then.
Yeah. Dealer's choice. Most of them are.
All right,
easy.
because it's comedy podcast. And
Okay.
This I can't believe this is a question that they wrote. This is clearly from the 90s. No, 2009. Wow.
Oh, wow.
I feel like this. Okay,
Throwback.
the question or the statement is: lemmings commit mass suicide.
Well, it's crap, but people think that it's fact. Which one am I supposed to go with?
You're supposed to tell me if this statement is fact or crap. The statement reads: lemmings commit mass suicide.
That statement is fabricated by a Disney nature documentary in which they killed many lemmings. Right, Jeff?
Look, this game isn't called Was It Fabricated in a Disney Children's Movie where they killed lemmings. It's
Okay,
called
according to Disney, fact.
This
But according
game isn't
to
called
reality-
according to Disney either.
Well, then crap.
That's correct.
Great.
At 2009.
I appoint myself.
Imagination. So bold. Can you imagine a game coming out this year that wrote the word suicide in one of their casual party games?
Yeah.
That's what I was like.
Yeah, you would never write a joke about suicide.
I wouldn't. I would tell a joke about it. I wouldn't write it, though.
You'd steal it.
Yeah, I'd steal one. Carlos Mencia has some suicide jokes, right?
Yeah, they're up for grabs.
He's coming. He's earned it. These aren't suicide.
What do you guys think?
Talking about Disney and suicide.
What happened in your week?
Oh yeah, you gonna wrap your week?
I'll tell you. Yeah.
You want to wrap it or do you want to tell a story? Because I've heard it's pretty good.
That's a rap.
It's not that good a story. Just pull.
But it's
Just
a
give me a
great.
beat.
It's not a good story. It's a great
Yeah,
rap.
not a good
I
story.
had an interesting week.
It's I guess. I'm really only thinking about the one thing.
Somebody's pointing and going,
Oh.
yeah.
I can't tell who that is anyway.
Okay. Yeah. You can.
I was like,
Perfect timing to come in
Go,
this room.
go,
Hell yeah.
go.
Alright.
Are you feeling this week?
What? Yes, I am. Thank you. Can you turn up the volume a little
I'm pretty much
bit?
maxed out.
I'll get you.
Can we? Okay. All right. Here we go. Now I gotta wait for another goddamn 8 measures.
Fair.
What the fuck?
Are they called
Oh.
measures in a rap song?
What? What? It's so quiet.
It's actually
Fix
stanzas.
it.
No.
All right,
here we go.
everyone, shut up. Yo, yesterday I went out on my porch. It was a beautiful day. I was like, it'll be good, sure. I was ready for the warmth and the spring. And then I saw a very shocking thing. I looked over to my right and I had a fright. I saw there was a big pile of shit right in the light. Someone shat on my porch. I can't believe this shit. I can't fathom who would do something like it. And then I cleaned it up.
Okay.
It was really hard. It was really tough. I wore some gloves and I sprayed vinegar because I didn't want to bleach my carpeted porch. What?
Emma Jonas, everybody.
Oh.
Fuck that.
Carpeted porches are the weirdest.
Hey, why? You know what the weirdest part is? They replaced the carpet. Fucked up.
Ah, yes, the carpeted porch goes really well with a carpeted kitchen and carpeted bathroom.
I used to live in a house with a carpeted bathroom.
I have seen
Gross,
carpeted
I
bathrooms.
hate when people do
It's
that.
so
It
weird.
was really disturbing.
It feels like you're walking in piss the entire time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
For sure.
on
Mostly
like
are.
the best situation, I would love a carpeted bathroom if it was perfectly clean all the time.
Yeah. Can you vacuum piss off of a carpet?
Yeah, you can suck it up with your mouth though.
Okay, yeah. I knew there's some way to do
Yeah,
it.
you just brush it out.
Oh, you guys are eating. I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. Should I not have brought up the big pile of shit on my front porch?
Was it like a healthy one or was it like an actual?
It was the
Great.
What, it look
biggest.
like a big fucking corn dog?
Yeah, honestly.
I mean, chili dog?
It looked like a
Shit.
couple. Were you there? Because it looked like several chili dogs.
That's the
No,
most
not even chili dogs. It was like,
perfectly formed kielbasa's.
yeah,
Like a
it was like
sausage swallowed out the casing.
it was
Almost like Polish hot dog.
and it was fucking huge. It was like the girth. It was
Yeah.
I just
It's
had
like
to think
that.
about that.
It's
the
like
whole
that
time.
joint they smoke in that Cheech and Chong movie. Can't believe that's
like
still a
that.
reference point.
How many points do I get for my rap?
I'd
Oh, you
say
get. I think that's a.
It's got to be in the 90s.
I mean, I got 50 for my commercial earlier, so it's got to be more than that.
Yeah, that makes
this
sense.
card said 2009 as the year of
51.
release. Is that too many?
51?
Yeah.
You think it was 1 point better than my commercial?
I'll
take that.
Like a Price is Right rules, bitch.
Yeah, I like it.
69.
Take what I can get.
Actually, no, it's 69. I changed my mind.
69 points?
69, yeah.
Okay, that's better.
So-
For a rap.
So Julian, across your whole career of
Okay.
stand-up comedy,
Yeah.
you did eventually quit,
Uh-huh.
and we have kind of the Salem TMZ
Oh yeah, I love
quitting.
this.
footage
See,
guy
that's it.
that likes quitting stuff over there,
Oh,
and
never
so
felt so
we got
happy to quit.
we got sent this video of you doing some stand-up.
I'm so
and,
intrigued by what
let's
this
just-
timeline is.
Let's
That
just
version of
see-
me with no hair is also. I feel like I cut my own hair for this video.
Okay, let's just. I got the sound. Yeah,
Oh,
we
it's
should
got to
get-
be exactly what I think it is.
Yeah. Okay.
It might be.
Let's just see here.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Good times.
I want to eat. God damn it, my punch is filled with pure rage and satisfied. Kill your enemies and live hard. Fuck everyone that's not from America.
Oh.
What was that last one you said?
Everyone that's not from America.
Yeah.
Oh, what about them?
Fuck everyone that's not from America.
Fuck
Oh,
everyone.
yeah.
That's
okay,
why
okay,
we invited
okay.
you, because like we saw the video and
I
we saw the
see.
last 5 seconds first. We're like, get him on the show,
Yeah,
and then we saw the rest. It was
That's
fine.
good. You need to balance.
It was fine.
Diversity is good to have in shows. And
Very
someone
important.
that
Very
Yeah.
important.
hates diversity is an important part of that melting pot. So that was. It's not upsetting, but it's
We don't need context. It's
unfortunate that you don't have the full set there. That was a great.
It was good.
I-
I was there personally,
that-
in person.
That looked like who did I think I looked like during that? Not. I mean,
That's the most wiggly
Bill
I think I've
Burr,
ever
but
seen
not
you on
really.
stage.
that's the most what?
Wiggly I've ever seen you on stage.
That's probably true. It's got Bill Burrish, but it's not Bill Burrish just because he's kind of got a shaved head and a red beard also and yells angry words. But
I'd say that's pretty spot on.
it might have been a little bit. I can't think of what. There's some other person it's making me think of.
You look more like a William Burr.
William. It was a William Burr.
Yeah.
William Montgomery, maybe?
Who's got the cans of like da 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 da?
Patton sometimes?
It's Patton Oswalt and one.
That did sound like that.
A little bit.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Nope.
It was Brian.
You're quiet.
Oh, okay.
You're being MO.
You're whispering.
Yeah, it's okay. I did turn it down a little bit while you were rapping
Oh,
because
that's a good
you
call.
were spitting hot fire.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
thank you.
Popping off.
So hot.
Yeah, this is very wet.
I have a
That's-
sunburn.
That's one for the YouTube for sure.
Hot.
Fit. That's fine. It's
oh,
great. Thank you.
Cool. Perfect. Thanks. Let's check in with the net real quick.
Yeah, you guys want to see
Oh,
some
yeah.
videos? Some funny,
Oh yeah.
some.
I just gotta say, I wish Darren did that clean comedy show more often. It was a great clip that I got.
Oh yeah, classic right here.
Yeah, let's start out with the classic.
Ooh.
Julian, you haven't seen this video yet.
I haven't
6 million
seen any
views on
videos.
YouTube. I don't know how you haven't
This-
seen it.
this-
That's
I honestly
more than
don't think
people
I
that
have.
are on the world.
This video seriously represents like an 8-year period of my life.
I
in
haven't
Florida.
seen this video.
I love it so much. It's my favorite
Oh, this one.
fucking thing. I love this whole family. This is my family.
Hold his hand, Chico. Hey, hold on.
For the listeners, there's a guy in a
Oh.
motorized wheelchair lighting fireworks right next to it.
I don't like this man. There's so much wrong.
You want to look it up? Look up back up Terry.
They're in the middle of the street.
Got a car going by. Game on.
What are they even using the light stuff with?
Oh, it's one of those bullshit things that had
Bag
just
up, bag
got
up.
the ember
Bag
on
up,
the end, but it wouldn't actually
Put it in
light a fire.
reverse, Terry. Put it in reverse. Oh, Lord. Lord,
Terry's not moving.
Oh,
I like that the kid jumps in the middle. He's
he
like,
really
I'm
wants
gonna protect
to
you,
help
Terry.
Terry looks pleased.
Yeah, I think Terry knew exactly what he was doing.
Yeah.
He was so chill.
Wait,
Oh,
what?
watch Dog Fart
Okay,
Puke.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
no, it says dog fart cat
It's a
puke.
great-
Oh no, we've seen this
It's great.
video.
It's
Really?
great.
That
100.
sounds good.
Yeah, it's great.
It's
It's,
a-
really good.
yeah.
We'll rewatch it.
What the hell?
Oh no.
What?
Oh, it was so high up.
Okay.
Okay.
What's
Are we going? Okay, we're gonna go through all the.
Oh, God.
No, we don't need to get trapped in this
No,
again.
this is dangerous.
No, it's the
we
same
should
cat.
call this the well instead
No,
of.
so that dog and the cat are a mashup. Just
It
as
is, yeah.
Oh, it's two
heartbreak.
different
It's a
videos.
combined-
It is.
Ah, I hate the internet.
Go to
It's
the.
a great mashup, though.
That guy with the fireworks reminded me when you guys had like bottle rockets in high school, whatever. Did you get? So I always saw people shoot them out of their hands, and I was like, oh fuck yeah, I'm gonna totally do that. And I was like, oh my god, I'm so scared. Oh my god, and I just grabbed it harder and harder, and then it just exploded in my hand, and I was like, what the fuck? Not at all. That's not just me, right?
No, I did the exact same thing, but in my butt. Swear to God, pulled down my pants, squeezed it with my butt cheeks, and when you have a rocket, hitting you right in the asshole
Oh
area,
god!
you go ow, and you squeeze your ass cheeks really hard, so it just sits there and just goes whoosh on your ass, and you have to open up your asshole to make it go, and then your asshole gets burned on the way out.
You hit it with your butthole!
So this whole thing, yeah, I was
Put it in reverse,
shot out.
Chad. Put it in
So yeah,
reverse.
I wish I could have put that whole situation in reverse.
What you doing,
You had to
Chad?
So
shit it out!
that was day one of our 4th of July LAN party. Okay. That was day one, and so that happened, and then
Like, of how many days?
great question.
Okay.
It was a 3-day thing.
Okay.
And
You guys were
Wow.
so we were playing Diablo 2,
Okay.
and there was a lot of me just like a lot of squatting and just doing a lot of playing like that.
Sitting on an ice cube.
Yeah, no, sitting on things where my ass could hang off the other end.
Yeah,
because
like a stool.
I borrowed some of his brother's boxers just so I could sit there not in jeans. So I like went to the bathroom and I just spread open my
You like
asshole. And
tore
just,
up your butt a little bit.
oh yeah, no, I had like little blisters in there.
Ah!
Yeah, really bad.
Wasn't the first time, definitely not the last time.
No, yeah, for sure.
No.
First time.
Next
long
one's a
time.
road flare. I think those can go. Road flare.
They get bigger as you light up too,
What?
if that's what you're into.
Road flares?
Yeah, they kind of expand a little bit.
I don't even know. Okay, now I know.
What's this next one we got here?
Okay, this is some classic news reporting from the ghetto.
Oh, this one's great.
This one is great.
Classic.
It's not the dynamite guy. Is this when I got one that I want to suggest after
yeah.
this?
Great.
Oh yeah, tell me. Hold up.
We got some listener questions written in also.
What happened on that Thursday here at Augusta High School that led to Chris Wood's death? The fuck is that? I'm dying in this fucking country ass fucked up town. Shit flying in my mouth.
Say it,
Oh,
brother.
fuck, I can't see pilot. Let's get the fuck out of this country, motherfucker. I can't even see me.
Hey Reggie, you're live, by the way.
Oh, that's great.
Wait.
What?
Wait, what's happening?
Yeah, I have no idea
I
what's
don't
going
know
on.
what that
Wait,
is.
that was.
Oh, maybe like it just cut.
Do you think that's their like? Beep
Yeah, they
screen.
cut back to the studio.
Someone,
It's just
someone
like,
type something.
Hey, yes.
No, wait.
Wait, that
That
was
was-
wrong.
That was technically wrong for him to say that.
Wait. Someone's real high in the.
Yeah, he's just sitting there like they're like, wait, that was wrong. He's like,
Oh no, it's on voice recognition.
Boy, that's how I feel.
Yeah, I
like.
typed that. I typed it.
we're good.
Fixed it.
This
Yeah,
guy,
we're
this
Oh yeah,
is,
I haven't watched this one yet.
this
Chad,
next
so
guy is what do you call it when someone's like an influence for the society going forth?
What?
Hero.
What?
An
Hero?
influencer?
A hero, an influencer.
Oh, I've seen this guy.
Okay, we'll get you when you get back.
Oh boy. I wish I hadn't read the title.
Yeah, I wish that Zach was throwing these up without.
Well, I can't
You
throw
know,
it up
all the
full
titles.
screen.
Oh.
You can't throw it up full screen.
You just did.
Make a playlist.
No,
So
this
I
is for Gold
propose
Star.
this. The city allows for licensed masseurs to give genital massages
Is that a
if
town
the
hall meeting?
masseur and the client both agree to it. We let someone get naked and have every other part of their body touched and rubbed by a massage therapist. Hell, we let proctologists spend their day fingering men and sticking things up their anus. So if someone wants to yank a guy's crank, I say let him. Picture this, a big old sweaty fat but getting him off with your hand actually be that much worse than giving him a full body massage, getting up in there under the folds of fat, or being the proctologist sticking your finger up his ass. That brings
Big, beautiful butt cheeks are being held. Do you like them?
Zach.
It's paused.
Oh yeah. What the
Wow. You know what?
It's
He's got a
about
point.
A group of people imposing their morality on the rest of society. If a grown
Anyway, I just like that guy's
No, that guy's a hero.
I like so much that he goes, hell, even doctors are fingering dudes all day. Getting them off, sticking things up their dong holes. I'm paraphrasing. That guy's great. What do you think about that? What do you think about that guy? Is that you?
I loved that clip. In particular, that one.
Yeah.
When I
What's
saw
your
it.
favorite part about it?
Probably being in a public forum.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's what made me the most happy.
Wasn't
There's
all the
one
talk
Julian
about
said
the
to me.
Oh, okay.
ass?
Is it?
What?
Nothing.
Did you find it?
Trying to find it. Actually, well, I got another thing we should watch real fast.
Okay. Oh, I can message this to you on the,
Yeah.
on the Facebook, yeah?
I don't even really know the best way to message me things right now.
Are you on Facebook?
This is a Q&A from the AVN Expo, Adult Video.
It's the Bird
Big,
Expo.
beautiful butt cheeks are being held. Do you like them parted, or do you like your hips held to where the booty just flips back and forth over the big penis?
Wait, was that me?
You know, work it, like twerk it.
Next question. Oh, Professor X. To attain your epic ass, can you describe your exercise routine?
Is that Aries Spears?
Does it require you inserting things into your butt?
I don't exercise like ever unless I'm like on the dick, you know. But I do like.
What?
Girl, that's mad. TV.
Being nominated for most epic ass sure changes your other ass.
I love that guy that's sitting there so much.
No, it doesn't.
Look at his
Because we all have many.
That's the guy from Facebook, right? He
Yeah.
wandered into the wrong room.
Earth Conference and the Furry Con. I
No,
decided
this
to
guy's great. This all gas, no breaks. Everyone go watch everything. he
Yeah,
does.
yeah. I just
He's
want to
so
show that
wonderful.
first.
Is he just an awkward?
Yeah, he
man
goes
street
to all
kinda
these.
guy?
He goes to all these communities that are like kind of on the outskirts and stuff. So he did like the horseplay people that dress up like horses and stuff. And he just interviews them and.
Bronies?
No, not it's if you can believe it, it's worse than the bronies. The bronies are just
I
people
know,
that
I
want
like
to
the brownies. It's not a sexual thing.
Bronies
okay?
are like we just want to be friends and try to love people. Horseplay is like I think I'm a horse, and they're like you're not. They're like I'm gonna pull my dick out and cover it in leather and then dance for this person that wants to ride me. They're like you're closer. They're like,
That's more of a horse than not a horse, I guess.
yeah, they buy
Just kinda
actual
like-
horse gear and then wear it.
Didn't they have like a full episode about that on Improv for Humans about the people that have sex with? Oh no,
They
that's
had
what have sex
flat
with the
earthers.
horses.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did not hear that one.
What's what?
Yeah, I'm trying to
Got
find
one
this
more?
Ben Carson's luggage
Is
video.
it short? Let's do Ben Carson.
That was a
forgets
donkey.
Or remembers his luggage.
Oh, okay, okay.
Let's do that.
Is it short? Is it a
Yeah,
short
it's only
video?
22 seconds.
Okay, cool.
It was not a big one.
It just reminds me.
Big enough to kill him. Well, I know. That's a funny video.
How come everything you type in doesn't?
It's awful. But
Right.
Oh, is that
That's
what
what
I
I'm
read?
saying.
Well,
Anyways, next time.
Yeah, next time.
Oh,
We'll do that
man.
next time.
It's so close.
Yep, that's just how that happens.
Seems
Do we
like it
have
wouldn't be
any? Do we have
difficult.
any questions we can go over? Rapid
We
fire,
do,
real
we do
quick.
have some questions really fast. This
Real
comes from.
fast.
We're getting a lot of internet and computer questions in. This comes from Vernon, our listener from North Nebraska. It says, "Can I have my Google icon returned to me?" He wants to know, Julian personally, can he have his Google icon returned to him?
He wants it
Like,
back.
What Google icon?
That's all he asks.
He wants his Google icon returned to him.
So he.
This was 3 hours ago.
He just wants to know, can it be done?
Well, so I would say it was never yours to begin with.
Mm.
That's a default icon. That's just a sprite on a PNG that some CSS pulled up to determine what your identity should be. And that's
Scuzzy
not,
Bus.
He's
that's
got all
not-
sorts of acronyms and sodas
Yeah,
he's throwing out. I don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Sprite and Sierra
I don't want to
Mists all over
assume
the
your
place.
extension files for photograph types, but you are.
JPEG.
Yeah, it's not. It's not gonna be. a
That's
JPEG
another one
file.
that exists.
Yeah, I would say if you work hard and find the, Google's not going to be around forever, and that's
GIF.
going to be on sale one day that you can just go pick it up at any old internet. Just download it.
Cool. What's the next question?
So he can't get his logo
It's
back.
not his.
Short answer.
It's not his.
He doesn't own it. That's bullshit. He's firing up the wrong Google.
This next question.
Motherfucker. Really.
Says, my son has an oral hypersensitivity to food. Could that be a sign of autism? This comes from one of our new parent listeners.
I'm gonna say at
One of
this
our new
point,
old parent
I think you
listeners.
should stop feeding your son glass
Autism.
pieces.
Well, you could. I have our friend's kid
Hypersensitivity?
is
Okay, yeah.
hypersensitive and only wanted to eat mangoes and not wear clothes. And I don't know what that means. I think you can pretty much.
That actually sounds fantastic.
I don't know. You can get. I don't know how to test whatever is going on medically inside of a human being, but if he has food sensitivity, just I don't know. Give him mangoes. Apparently, I think mangoes.
There you go.
Yeah,
mangoes.
Give him mangoes.
Yeah.
Mangoes cure autism.
Yeah.
Next question.
Yeah, I'm glad.
All
thanks for
right.
summarizing
This
that.
comes from one of our horse people listeners. It
Oh,
says,
nice.
Straight guys, would you collect horse sperm for $25 an hour?
Do we have Sierra writing it again?
Yeah. Well, she always writes it anonymous, but we
Wait.
know who it is, obviously.
Wait.
What
Zach,
if I'm gay though?
Zach, are you just looking on Craigslist
Pour it on
jobs?
your back.
That's a lot of money. $25 an hour?
Wait, it's specifically
Good deal.
asking if straight guys will collect horse
Straight
semen?
guys,
Yep.
would you collect horse sperm for $25 an hour?
Yeah.
Would you or would you
Yeah,
not?
I mean,
Hell
assuming
yeah.
it's
Listen
just
to Jeff over there.
the horse. Okay,
How
but
many-
they're not asking
Are
where
you
the horse
serious?
sperm is.
You'd
Is it
pay me to
inside-
do that?
Yeah, are you going around
Oh,
and
yeah.
finding
You have to collect it
or-
from the hearse.
It's
Horse.
Wait,
I forgot a letter.
Okay, hold
I
on.
forgot a letter.
Hold on. Chad tried to make fun of Zach by making the sound a horse makes.
It was an accident.
How are you gonna do it for an hour? There must be a lot of horses.
Yeah.
Yeah, 25
Well,
How long can you do it?
well, it's the opposite of
Horses
owls. It
are
actually takes a
notoriously
long
quick
time to
at
make a
coming
horse
in
come.
bed.
If you edge them, they give more.
Yeah.
One
Also, are
horse
we
per
going
hour.
by how much? You said per hour. You didn't say how much semen. Right?
Yeah.
I
That's
can
true,
get
you
no
spend
horse
an
semen
hour
for an hour,
just
but I can
jerking
try.
Honestly, yeah. If I pay someone
try.
to fucking milk a horse, I'm paying them by the gallon.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Not
try
paying
that.
them by the
I'm gonna
hour.
see if I got any horse semen. Maybe just try that for an hour. See what I can get paid. Yeah.
That's good. That's all the questions we had. If you have any more, email them to.
These are relevant.
Podchaost@gmail.com.
I'm so glad these actual emails come through all the time.
Yeah, it's really a godsend. Whoa! Oh my goodness! Look at the time. Court is in session. It is,
What?
of course, time for apples versus apples. All rise for the Honorable Judge Jonas. Thank you, thank you. You may be seated. Some of you did not rise, and I will be recording that with the stenographer.
Oh, I got it for you.
Thank you very much,
Yeah,
Mr. Johnson.
Taste.
Now, of course, what we will be discussing today in court is each of you will be given 1 minute to argue your position on a given topic. And
Given what?
A topic. And
a guitar pick?
A given topic.
I have a guitar
Mr.
pick in my wallet.
No, thank you.
Okay, Zach's looking at topics just for the record.
No, I'm not.
Oh no, he's looking at
Oh,
guitar
Mr.
picks.
Chappell, I do hope you are not using any electronics to aid your argument. That would, of course, be.
No, you.
I would have to hold you in contempt of court.
You know, nothing I could do could ever aid my argument. It always is so bad as always.
That is true. I'm glad you recognize that. Now, Mr. Salyer will be taking the
Your
position
argument
of pro. Mr. Johnson, of course, will be taking the position of con, which
Corn?
leaves us con, which leaves us con, which leaves us with Mr. Chappell, who, of course, will be taking the position of how this topic may best be used to stop global warming
Hell
and
yeah.
climate change.
I've been reading about it all week.
All right, now are you all ready to receive your topic?
I'm pro, you're con?
Correct.
I'm corn. All right.
Yes. Mr. Salyer will be pro.
Corn.
Mr. Johnson will be con.
I'll be prawn. Corn.
Excellent. And now, of course, your topic for today is getting a tattoo. Getting a tattoo. Mr. Salyer.
Like for ballet?
Getting a tattoo.
Wait again, do we all get different ones?
Get planes,
No.
get planes.
No, I will hold you in contempt of court if you interrupt from the peanut gallery. Thank you very much. Mr. Salyer, your time. Your time.
Shut up.
Your time, I will put you in jail. Your time, Mr. Salyer, does begin now.
Okay, so tattoos are always a talking point. People, if you get a tattoo, you already want some sort of conversation to be happening. So it's just furthering the inevitable. It's just instigating a positive experience. People with tattoos, it means something happened in their life that they cared about, even if it was just a dolphin in a sunset. They are people who have an opinion and something they're passionate about. When someone sees that, they go, hey, I'm intimidated by your confidence to hold one belief as truth. And that's somebody that you should aspire to be. You get a tattoo, you've got a story. You've got people willing to listen to you no matter how bad it is because they want to know. Is there a point to this? Even if there's not, you've got their attention. And nothing else captivates people more
5 seconds remaining.
than an image drawn by a stranger using ink and daggers to pierce your skin.
That is time. Thank you, Mr. Salyer, for your argument. And now, of course, it is the turn of Mr. Chad Johnson arguing the con position. Your time begins now.
So on the same note of it being an attention-grabbing thing, I think it's a lot more threatening because there's gang members, there's people who ride motorcycles, which we all know are the most dangerous people available. Anybody who rides a motorcycle, they all have to get tattoos before they get those, and then they get their chains, and then they start their gangs, and then they start hitting people, and it becomes just a crime, like a crime spree, a crime wave, a crime lord, a crime toilet, and then tattoos. Anybody who has a tattoo is gonna commit crimes, and there's no proof that that's not gonna happen, and it's just spider webs, 8 balls, skulls. Jester hats.
You're just describing the Marvel Universe.
Bob Myers. Barbed wire. Barbed wire. I mean, have you seen Pamela Anderson lately?
And that is time. Thank you, Mr. Johnson,
Thank
for
you.
your argument. And I will remind the peanut gallery, I will not accept any interruptions or I will have you executed. And now, with the final argument, Mr. Zach Chappell convincing us how getting a tattoo may best be used to fight global warming and climate change. Your time begins now.
Tutus. A skirt for the people. Listen here. Friends, family, countrymen, the world is burning. We're gonna die soon. Least we can do is let our balls have a little bit of air. Am I right, fellas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ow!
Free balling.
Execute this man. Please continue, Mr. Zach
Wait, this
Chappell.
man? No, contempt man.
30 seconds remaining.
Ooh, thank you. 30 more seconds. I believe a good tattoo will make people more aware of the effects on the environment that putting gas in your car does. And at the end of the day, I believe that
5
tutus
seconds remaining.
are good for making the world
That is time.
better.
Thank you, Mr. Zach. You are finished.
Getting started
I
right
will
now.
have you executed alongside
I'm
this
just getting
strange man in the
started.
back of the room. Now, Mr. Zach Chappell, of course, is disqualified for arguing on the incorrect topic of the tutu for the
I think
majority
you
of his
enunciate better,
argument.
but okay.
Excuse me, Mr. Chappell, would you like to take this outside?
Let's take this outside.
I will be off shift in just a moment here after I announce the winners and losers of this round. Now, of course, Mr. Zach Chappell, you are disqualified.
All right, that means I can't lose.
Technically, you are correct. And now, Mr. Salyer, for your extremely sarcastic argument in the pro position, you are declared the loser for this round. We'll have to award the win to Mr. Chad Johnson.
Wait, so
He's a
there's
winner
only
now?
a disqualification and a loser, but not the winner. I'm just default.
You're the
winner.
winner.
I heard you are
Okay.
a winner.
You are the winner. You're the winner of this round. It's cold being a winner, isn't it?
It's great.
I see.
Cool or cold?
It's
I
cold.
can't understand this goddamn.
Congratulations, Mr. Chad Johnson.
Thanks
And,
for all the corn.
And henceforth, I will be convicting anyone who I see wearing a tattoo.
Wearing
on
preemptively.
preemptive. Yeah. Yes. So thank you for.
It's like
that,
Tom Cruise did in the Matrix movie.
Correct. Thank you. And
Oh, Looper.
court is adjourned.
Adjourned.
Oh man.
I'm glad I got off on a technicality.
I don't want to know what you get off on, Zach.
I don't even want to know.
Where's that owl?
Speaking of getting off on stuff,
Huh?
I'm gonna go take a shit.
Classic.
Always pooping.
Always.
Regular.
What a fiber.
Polish dogs.
One time I seen Emma eat refried greens straight out of the can, not even heat it up.
Yeah, no, she's a zombie.
Yeah. Wait, you guys ever eat brains before?
I 100% believe that you really think that's what it's called.
You know, brains? Shut up, shit for brains. Julian, what was the last video
Pork
game
and
that you
brains.
played?
Ooh, XCOM 2.
Oh, god damn.
I am not
man.
smart enough to play that game.
Not me either.
It's just patience that you
Oh,
have
it
to
fucking
have.
drives me crazy. Like, hey, here's 2 guys. Like, I got 11 guys. I'm gonna kill them. Oh, but what about in the shadows? There's a guy who's a snake mouth. Okay, he's very far away. No, he's got scorpion abilities like Mortal Kombat.
So yeah.
Go over here.
So XCOM
What?
is
You got
like
one guy over there now getting eaten by
playing
a
with that
snake.
shitty kid in the neighborhood. It's just like, no, I got force fields.
It's a fucking
Yeah.
force fields. This okay. The game I played today. Fucking, there's like, none of, I don't understand the storyline, but there's guys that look like regular people with like outfits on, and they'll touch down. They're like, "Me my God, I said, bleh." I'm like, that doesn't make any sense.
Because it's about aliens.
I don't know, but they're human people. And then I fucking go forward, and there's a snake guy who fucking scorpions me through a wall into wherever the upstairs of some building, and then fucking Sphinx with rocket ass flies up into space and is like, I'm gonna do this thing with red circles. I'm like, I don't know what that is. And then it was fucking like rocket storm. There's rockets everywhere. And then
This game sounds fucking crazy.
fucking
Yeah,
pissed
you don't know
me
what
off.
XCOM is?
I don't.
It's a
Then-
Oh,
turn-based
it's
tactical
Okay.
fucking.
Then it was
That's
like
why I
put some
don't know.
fucking.
No, yeah, it's.
It was like put explosives on this wall.
You
I'm
don't know it
like,
because you
got
can't
it.
watch it on a movie.
Yeah, it's not fun to
I
watch.
explosive the building. They're like, you gotta get out of here. We need to extract all your XCOM soldiers. And I was like, cool. Where do they go? And no one knows.
Out of here.
I walked around and they're like,
Yeah.
more enemies are coming. I was like, I don't know where to go. They're like, there are enemies here now. I'm like, fucking, where do I go?
The enemy's won.
And then I had to push a different button, and they're like, oh, you tell me where to pick you up. I'm like, fucking Lyft drivers.
Oh, so the XCOM 2 has Lyft built into it?
It's got Uber and Lyft, but I do Lyft
Because that's the.
I've referred.
That's the
a lot
good
of
story,
friends.
not the bad story.
I refer friends to Lyft, so I get more Lyft bucks.
That's what Zach does, and then he just gets. He's like, I get free Lyft rides. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah,
got my
I just
haircut
refer
today.
people.
The place said 10% off for Lyft and Uber drivers at the haircut place. Why?
So
What's
you
the
can.
crossover there? Fucking no, we're not. Fucking subsidized.
It's
fucking
communism.
Taxi drivers.
What about before that game?
It's been a laundry list of really.
You ever play Rogue Legacy?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
That's probably my favorite game.
I was playing close to that world.
I play it like every day, pretty much.
Rogue Legacy?
Yeah, just one little playthrough because you just go
You
until
know
you
more
die.
games have come out in the past 11 years.
Yeah, no, I know. I paid for that game when it was on early access or
Humble
whatever.
Bundle.
When it was still being made.
I think I paid $2 for that.
I paid $15, and I got a shitty version on PC.
Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah. No, I have it on PS4.
Is that what they refer to roguelike as being like?
No, Rogue was a game a while ago, but Rogue Legacy is like Rogue. Rogue Legacy is a roguelike.
Okay.
Yep.
Just checking.
Yeah.
But you know, I've been playing. I played Monster Boy and the Cursed Kingdom and beat that. But right next door to that, that's a Metroidvania apparently.
Okay.
Right before that, I played Slay the Spire, which is deck building.
I don't like going through games, and then I'm like, oh, a door, and then the game's like, you can't do shit with that door yet.
Hey, this is stupid.
You gotta have a new sword that you're not gonna get for hours
I had to look.
to
I just
unlock
look up
this
shit
door.
now. I don't fucking deal with that.
Yeah, that's hard. That's why I never played the Metroid games.
No, I haven't played those.
I don't play Castlevania because I don't give a fuck about
I like
vampires.
the games. I like Enter the Gungeon
And that
and
gothic
Dead
whole
Cells.
thing.
All those games where you're like fucking just die and start over.
Yeah.
You ever play Rogue Legacy?
I wish that was.
No, that's
planned.
perfect. That's perfect. Perfect exact moment. But yeah, that game scratches like every itch because like just a little bit each time, which I guess is actually a pure Rogue game. Like Rogue is you reset each time. You don't build toward your next playthrough in any sort of way. So it's more like Spelunky.
Live, die, repeat.
I've never gotten to the second level.
It can't be that hard.
It's really hard. Oh, okay, second world.
Can't be that hard. You've been playing
Second-
Rogue Legacy for 11 years,
Yeah.
so I can only imagine how long you've been playing Spelunky for.
Not as long because it's harder. It's really hard.
Rogue Legacy is great because like you just get a bit stronger every time. All of a sudden you're just one-hitting everyone. It's like, oh, I can fucking speed through this so fast.
Yeah, it's
When
great.
I first started, I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I just die after 2-3 rooms.
Yeah. I like games that teach you why you're dying as you play it. Like each time you die, it's your fault.
You go fuck up that big eyeball guy, and all of a sudden you get a bunch of cool shit. It's like, oh, this game now it makes sense.
Have either of you played the Dance of the Crypto? Curse of the Crypto Dancer?
Crypt of the Necro Dancer.
Yeah, that one. Crypt of the
Yeah.
Necro Dancer.
Yeah, I have that.
Sounds fun.
It's really fun. It's a little bit more complicated than I like a rhythm game to be, and it's a little less complicated than I like an action RPG to be.
It's true. It's
So
like
it's
the
really
worst.
right in the middle.
Bad.
The Venn diagram of that is just like
Negatives.
I want more. I want more of both, but
Yeah.
less of each.
Yeah.
In
More action, less DDR.
yeah, I like Diablo was my game. That's my shit.
What
Diablo
else
2.
did I enjoy there? by
Diablo
the way?
3, baby.
I got wrist weights for playing Beat Saber.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
interested.
Yeah, I recommend it.
I got
And on that-
I got the Ring Fit Adventure.
The Ring Fit Adventure. So like the girl comes out of your TV and then you like run in place away from her. Oh no, she's gonna come, and then
And then
it's
we
like
get our
you
passports out. We fly to Europe. We go backpacking.
find the lighthouse.
Find the lighthouse. There's a man, older man, in a bathtub, already dead. You gotta figure out why.
And his face is green and like
No, it's
Excuse
not
me,
green.
Sir, Mr. Salyer in the room?
depending
do
on
I
who
say
you are.
Do I say yes?
Yes, hello.
I didn't say that was me, but I.
He's right there. He's right there. He's right there.
Oh, Mr. Salyer, great. My name is Natalia Vandergrist. Thank you for your time. I am a representative from Netflix.com.
Okay, never mind. That's not. Julian's right here. Julian's right here. This one's Julian.
So close to getting that joke. So funny. I don't understand.
Sorry, I just. It's a buffer. Yeah, no. Have a seat right here. There's an open seat. She'll be back in a little bit, but as long as that time doesn't overlap, it usually doesn't.
Ugh, hate that. Now, Mr. Salyer, I presume.
Yes.
Yeah, Nina Vandergrist.
Yes.
Very nice to meet you,
Okay.
sir.
I don't know if it's nice to meet you yet.
It is. Let me
Okay.
tell you,
Is
I
that
am a
the same name you
representative.
had over there?
Yes, Nina Vandergrist. That is my name, absolutely. And it's been the same the whole time, absolutely.
Why would she have a different name suddenly?
I feel like we're getting off topic here.
She's had that name for a long time, I'm sure.
Yes, that's been my name my whole life.
Yeah.
Nina Vandergrist. Is my name. Now, Mr. Salyer, I am a representative from Netflix.com. Don't know if you've heard of us.
I don't use the .com. I just use the regular Netflix.
Wait. Where do you work?
Are they different? Just the online one or on the
It
app?
is. Well, I
Where's the
am
app?
the head of streaming. Or I am in the higher echelons of the streaming
Party
department.
planning committee. Party planning with the streamers.
Now, I have come here because I am in charge of procuring new comedians. Oh, you found our jingle.
I was watching Better Call Saul, but
Excellent
He
show.
gets distracted over there.
I don't know if that's a jingle, but
It's our jingle. We commissioned
Well,
it, so it
okay.
better be
It
a
has
jingle because that's
lyrics.
what we paid for.
If you, yeah. What are the lyrics to that jingle? Can you play it again real quick?
yeah, I'll say it's a jingle the same way Lost's theme song was a jingle.
Yeah, that was a good one. Too.
Yeah.
Yes, the composer.
Come on, Netflix lady.
Was that Lost?
This one was Lost, yeah. That's Lost.
No, we are not affiliated with Lost. That is our jingle. Actually, the same
Not anymore,
composer
not
made
since, like,
the dun dun from Law and Order. So
Oh,
it's
yes, that's what I was thinking.
pretty renowned composer. Now, Mr. Salyer, I am in charge of procuring new comedians to
Okay.
film specials for Netflix, and I like to think that I'm on the up and up when it comes to who's good around where.
Okay.
And I've heard that you're the best here.
Whoa.
So I've come to offer you a substantial sum of money to do an hour.
Oh!
What's it going to take to get you on that stage, Mr. Salyer?
I've seen people do like 10-minute specials and they weren't great.
No, we want the full hour.
Yeah, I'm saying I feel like doing a full hour what's the amount of, okay, I am conscious of your brand existing.
Thank you.
And I want it to maintain its equity or whatever.
Certainly, yes. That's why I only book the best comedians.
Yeah, but I'm saying I've seen people that are probably gonna be written as better than me do 10 minutes and not be enjoyable, and I don't.
Nope. That's all before I was brought onto the team.
Okay,
Mhm.
an hour.
Yes.
Have you seen anything that I've said out loud?
I've heard very good things, Mr. Salyer.
I don't. Okay.
I'm prepared to offer you a large sum of
It feels
money.
like a scam. This feels like when
Scam.
telemarketers call.
Do you have a Netflix ID by chance?
I do, but if I were to tell you that, it would be a breach of my own security, so it would be against my best
That
interest.
sounds official. She's probably not lying.
Mhm.
If I were to tell you my ID, okay.
I would do.
Yes.
Where would I get to perform? Do I pick the venue, or do you guys have one?
You
What's
pick
the
the
budget
venue,
for this?
you-
Like 3,500.
35. What do you think this is?
expensive?
CISO? No.
I mean, they're basically all comedy. I mean, that would be kind of great. To be
We're basically all comedy.
Oh, were. Oh. Why am I still paying for that fucking service then?
Oh, you are getting scammed, my friend.
Oh, goddamn.
But you won't need to worry about money after you've done this special. I'm
Like I'll
offering
have
you-
so much, or I'm just. I mean, that's
Yes.
a vague problem. That's
We're
like
gonna get killed.
it's like the genie in Aladdin, where he's like, "Be specific about what you wish for." I'm Will Smith. You know.
Let's just say it's a large sum of money. Now, will you
Again.
do it? Should I get the contracts out?
Again, a large sum. Like, I mean, this could be all $1 bills in a big bag, you know? What's just the dollar amount? Just dollars to donuts.
Well-
How many donuts could I buy?
It does depend on where you're getting the donuts, I will say,
Bear's
frankly.
cat.
Those are nice donuts.
I went to Ross tonight. There was a whole bunch of old donuts for $5.99.
You could get plenty of those.
Okay, well that sounds pretty good.
Let me show you rather than tell you.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Please, so, and think about it. You know, give it some thought.
I'm kind of doing
if you do an hour-long special for me, I will give you
Seeing
this
how
duffel
funny it would
bag
be if
full
she
of
never
money.
came back.
Oh my goodness! I feel like you could put an entire hockey goalie in that bag.
Sure, we could put one of those in there too if that's what
Hockey
it takes.
goalie.
You know, I just
Goalie?
Yeah.
Or goaltender.
I was just thinking, you said hockey, I was like hockey pads, hockey gear.
No, an entire hockey goalie. That is looks like could be a large, as you said, large
It
sum
could
of
be.
money.
It could be.
You know what I would be interested in doing?
You
which
could probably
is
fit
funny?
8 heads in that thing.
There's something I just found out about called... There's a role in hockey that I just found out about called an emergency
The Zamboner?
backup goalie.
Oh, that's funny.
It's close. This guy was a Zamboni driver, 42 years old. Both the hockey goalies got injured, and he came in as a Zamboni driver. Came in and played goalie in a professional NHL game.
They went on to win that
This
game,
one
right?
They did.
Yeah,
Could
yeah.
I be something like that with this cash? Could
Yes.
I write that in
Yes,
the
absolutely. Yes.
Yeah. Well, I have wanted to be a goalkeeper. Goalie.
This is your chance. All you have to do is get on that stage and do an hour of stand-up comedy.
It doesn't even have to be good.
Yeah, so it could be like...
We prefer if it's good.
Okay, but I could do something...
To be fair though, most stand-up on Netflix is not good.
Yeah, see...
That's before I came in.
Okay, you keep saying
How
that.
long have you been there?
Yeah, how long have you been there for?
Several.
Because I've seen a lot of stand-up on Netflix in the past 6 months.
Mhm.
Some of it good, some of it
We're
really
making
bad.
big changes at Netflix.
Are you pre or post Ryan Hamilton?
Yes.
Okay.
She's good.
Nothing
you.
else other than yes? Just yes. Okay.
That's all I'm
Keep it a yes.
contractually obligated to say.
Okay, so I go up.
Yes, and nothing else.
I just go up and yes, and I am on the stage
Yes.
for at least an hour.
Performing stand-up comedy.
Is this like a bringer show where I need to fill the room?
Couldn't hurt.
Okay, well that would hurt me because I. Have you seen?
Can you get these people to come?
Probably, honestly.
Wait,
no.
where's it going to be filmed?
That is.
Don't
up to
say
you,
that,
my friend.
Elsinore. I went to see Brian Posehn there, and it was there was barely 100 people.
Yeah, that was before I was part of it.
Before you were part of the
Yes.
Elsinore.
Yes, that was before I was.
You didn't have anything to do with that Salem funniest comedy competition, did you?
I don't know what you're referring to.
Okay.
You know, after that show, he came to
A Mormon one.
my job and got a burger and tots that I made him for him. Anyways, continue.
Okay.
We got Thank you.
I'm game. I have very little going on.
Oh, great.
I've pretty much quit anything I've been committed to in my life.
Including stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
Until right about
Oh.
now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
And a baby.
Yeah. I'm
I didn't
also
hear about
quitting a
that.
baby. I'm gonna
He,
fly to
not a
Mars.
baby, eats not a boy.
I actually read that commercial.
You read that commercial?
Well, I paid the guy who wrote the commercial.
Oh, I used to call for work for 10-10-3-2-1. Is that who it
Yeah,
was?
and you know about what it's like to dial somebody
Call
from jail.
ATT.
Well, I wouldn't know that much, but yes,
kinda like
I have
for
been to jail. If you must know.
I didn't need to know.
Great.
Who needs to know
Who
that?
said it? Well,
You said must. I don't know. It's like must watch TV, but it's must know. about
Must
if
love
you go to
dogs.
jail. It's a must love dog.
honestly,
Well, there-
this guy's pretty fine. I might have to give him the special.
Okay,
You seem
well,
lukewarm about it.
No, well, I just want to flush things out like a professional.
Sure.
How
of
many?
course.
You know, I won a debate against him earlier.
Is that
Okay, but I was
I'm
like,
just
you know,
you're throwing in a card here.
that
Okay,
counts. I have an eye for what's up and coming.
in
And this guy
2000
seems like he's up and coming.
in 2010.
Coming up.
In 2010, I used an Adobe suite to illustrate stick figure people that explained how a nonprofit sector of a for-profit college raised funds for future students, and I got a silver award by an unknown agency that said,
I believe the Girl Scouts does give out a silver award.
pretty good.
There's that jingle. You know what?
I've got
I love
film
it.
experience.
I love
have over 1 million views of children listening to Bible lyrics.
That's real.
With videos of boats and clouds, all made of letters that I bent into shapes because I can't draw.
You know what?
I used the warp tool to bend letters into shapes.
I'm gonna have to stop you there. I feel like you're a little bit stepping on Bill Burr's territory, and that's not gonna fly.
Come on! He'd never do a Netflix special twice.
He did storm out and threaten to murder
I can
anyone
talk about
following.
IKEA.
Can you? IKEA's very hot right now. Up and coming for sure.
The last shelf I made was pretty easy.
No, that's not funny.
Honestly, not much issue there. I don't even eat their food or anything.
I feel like I'm gonna be misinvesting my duffel bags.
Yeah, I told. What can I look in that bag?
You don't have to do that.
It's very full.
It's full of money.
I feel like you wouldn't bring money to like a meeting.
No, it's a power move.
Yeah. What's it? Am I gonna find?
It's full of money. Just what? Do you think I'm lying to you, Mr. Salyer?
You have every reason to.
Do I?
You have a lot of reasons to. Not all of them.
Do you recognize that guy? Right there?
This one right here?
With the hair?
You shook my hand earlier.
Ah,
Yeah, that
yes,
one.
from earlier.
That's the.
He used to work at Netflix?
I did.
Oh, were you?
Are you guys friends? You guys related?
I just made $50.
That was my ringtone.
Oh.
I was required by company policy to have that as my ringtone.
Yes, we do require that. It's a way of subliminal marketing whenever our worker bees are out in public.
Miss Randy Springsteen.
Natalia Vanderbeek.
I think that's what she said. Look.
Yes, Mr. Salyer.
That tone.
Hey, is Dawson's Creek coming to Netflix at any time?
Great question.
We're in talks.
Wait,
we're
she's
in
a
talks.
comedy.
We're
Wait,
in
coming to
talks
where?
with Dawson.
Netflix.
Listen, that
Cha-ching.
tone. That tone reminded
Yes.
me. I would be up for this if I could meet one of my all-time comedy idols,
Who's that?
Mr. Joel McHale, host of The Soup and The Joel McHale Show.
Did
Yes.
someone just say Community?
He was
Host of The Soup and Community.
He was
You
the
know,
host
yeah, that
of
show
Community.
about
He hosted Community?
that reality TV show about a community college.
I could possibly arrange it. I could possibly get him in a duffel bag for you.
I could do any amount of time if I would be able to meet a taller person.
Just anyone who's
Julian, I'm
tall.
right here.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
the tallest
right there,
person
dude.
you know.
Have you met this gentleman
a
here? He
person.
appears
This
pretty
is
tall.
a lump of
Just Ellen.
garbage with 2 legs and a desire for a raccoon.
I saw a pretty
thank
tall guy
you.
out there with a hat.
I think that guy's getting
Saying
executed.
something about horses.
I think that guy's getting executed. Talking about the yellow man, the man in the yellow hat?
Mm.
The monkeys?
I don't know, but I'm curious about it.
Well, if I can be Joel McHale, and you can guarantee that I won't look
Sure.
like a piece of shit.
Guarantee it.
Okay, I'll do it. Can I have a piano on the set?
No.
Oh, well, fuck. That's 90 minutes of my hour, so...
Look, you bring your own piano, you can put it wherever you want.
Oh, hell yeah, I got a tiny one.
Great. Well, these negotiations really were a lot easier than I expected them
I'm
to
just,
be.
yeah, this is special now. Should I tell people? How official is it? I didn't even sign anything.
Announce it right now.
What's that?
Is this being recorded?
Yeah.
It is.
No, you're just being amplified to those people right there.
It's getting recorded. Is it getting published anywhere for visibility?
Pornhub.
We'll see if I...
We're really big on Pornhub.
Oh, our Pornhub market is growing rapidly.
Your Pornhub market?
No, you should...
A lot of crossover.
Her
her
bookmarked pages on Pornhub.
Yeah, what's your...
Who'd you say you were again?
My name is Zach Chappell.
Whoa, imposter! What the hell?
Right.
Dude, I'm so happy Jeff's eyes got to Zach because he would have gotten like stool chair.
I am better at
Back of a
My
laptop.
name is Big Projection Screen.
My name's Movie Posters.
My name is Robot Albert Brooks.
Anybody else want to do one?
Enema Bag.
Sean the Sheep.
Enema Bag Jones.
I Spy with My Little Eyes.
That's a movie reference. Netflix.
Netflix, you're not CISO.
No.
Not CISO.
Wait.
Is that the CISO sound?
Cha-ching.
Yeah, that's the CISO sound.
Can I meet...
Jared CISO?
No. Will Rhett and Link be there from YouTube?
Oh, good morning.
Yeah.
No, but Reliant K will.
That guy smokes hella good weed, so
And,
I don't have much to talk to him about.
Joel McHale might be a little bit tough, but I could get you a highly tanned Ryan Seacrest.
If you'd said Ryan Reynolds,
Can you put him in a duffel bag?
I can.
Ryan
I
Reynolds
could put a
just-
few Ryan Seacrests in one duffel bag.
one Ryan Reynolds?
Can you
Just
put
in
3
a
Ryan
Netflix
Seacrests
film.
and then
If you-
just put me in there?
If you can name the Netflix
And I'll just wiggle around.
If you can name the Netflix film that Ryan Reynolds was just in, then I will give you all of my income that I'll ever make, regardless of
Hey, they produce them. They don't. It's not an
I
intake
don't know who's
situation.
doing the. I'm just in charge
Old
of the
Ricky
new
Gervais
stand-up specials.
Trabik over here knows a lot. Ryan Reynolds is funny. You don't think he's funny?
It's definitely maybe.
He was the.
Maybe it's definitely.
He was the lead in the all Asian cast.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
Star Wars.
Definitely, it's Maybelline. That's what. That's the commercial I'm gonna make.
I don't know what else to give you besides my signature and all of my tax documents.
A little
Great.
shot glass filled with your cum.
Oh yeah, we will be requiring that of you as well. You're welcome to do it in the green room before the
drug
show.
test.
What if I got it from a horse?
Yeah.
Because I do have horse.
Get that $25 first.
Yeah.
Horse.
I'm gonna.
We do pay $25 per horse ejaculate collection.
Wait, are you the
Okay,
same?
is it per hour or per ejaculate? Because that's what we're trying to figure out earlier.
Yeah, we're trying to figure out, like, it was a very weirdly worded email.
Well, one ejaculation.
How many hands are in the situation?
As many as you need, and it depends on how long the horse is.
Does it take more than one person to masturbate
Horse
a
penis
cat,
or the
a
length
horse?
of the actual horse?
No, but it takes
One
about
person
an
has
hour.
to fist it halfway down its ass.
Okay.
And one person has to suck its dick.
Okay, so Amy Schumer is producing my special. I don't want to be a part of this anymore.
Narnia Van Weber, and honestly, I'm gonna offer to this guy instead.
No,
Yeah!
Good. You
I'll
and
send you an invoice.
Okay.
I'll carry the
That's how that
Can it
works.
be in the...
Chad, I'm so proud.
Okay.
I'm so
Thanks.
happy.
Horse cocks.
If you get,
Yeah.
you get
I've got to
famous.
go meet with one Will Gibbons, so
Ooh.
Thank you
Oh,
for
I
your
got signed by
time.
the same people who signed Will Gibbons. One more time. Thanks, Creme Dambler.
it's
Reggie Watts.
What a big bag. That didn't get opened at all.
Your
It's got
name's
so many guinea pigs in there. It's got to be live.
Nanny McPhee?
close enough.
Rob Cordray.
Bye. Thanks.
Dude, you guys want to hear
Knack tap
something
flabberjab,
that's
everybody.
Who's doing this? Are we splitting it? Is that how that is?
think
Do
I
you
got
really have,
I
like,
think it was- I
millions
think
of
it
views
just me now.
on your children's Christian
Yeah,
music?
you can type
They're
in
really well done.
Seeds Family Worship on YouTube, and you can find my handiwork.
Okay.
Is it,
It's
you,
me.
after, Jesus. After you made that, stuff, did you,
Seeds Family Worship.
you made the, you wrote a book. You illustrated a book.
With the people that actually worked at this company that I worked at when I made animation.
The book doesn't seem Christian.
No, it's not.
Can I have another copy of that?
I
Zach,
think-
shut up! Zach,
Holy
shut up!
shit.
That one. That's one of them. How many does that got?
Psalms 52,
How many views is
222,
that? How many views is that, buddy?
732,000.
That's just one. There's two more.
They're all
Makes me-
Bible verses.
Makes me upset. Oh no, this one 58,000.
Wait, that's not it at all.
Christians are fucking stupid.
This it's that one. That one right there.
This one 855,000.
That's my second one.
Do not be anxious.
You shouldn't be anxious.
Nah, you shouldn't
About
be anxious.
anything.
Can I get another copy of that book?
I think I only
Did
have
it really
one
just
left.
turn off?
Okay.
I'm gonna keep it.
Yes, my
the
shit.
unicorn one,
The
yeah?
shit
Yeah.
turns off.
If
I'm gonna-
you,
I'll
the
try to find
Pals,
one that-
Pals in Portland will print more of them for I think $7.
30,000.
each.
Oh.
I just have to. It'll print as many.
I
as
feel
I
like there's still some left at Cap somewhere. And maybe I'll just rifle through
You can
everything
probably-
that's there.
Yeah.
I'll just dig through all their
for
drawers,
it.
Do that.
throw papers all over
I
the
recommend that highly.
We're
Oh.
we're gonna burn them all anyways.
Okay.
Ooh.
And then I'll find a unicorn book. No, I think my daughter would like it a lot.
You said another one. Where's the first one that your daughter's not reading? Or did you say you want one of them?
I had one before.
Where'd it go? Did you burn it?
there was
The
a
house fire?
Yeah, there's a house fire. she had other books too. Those are also gone.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
Fun memories.
Uh-huh.
Cool.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't want to watch his Jesus shit.
Oh,
No, I didn't pull any of them up. No.
What?
Nah, I don't feel like it's good.
I drew a rocket.
I saw the thumbnails on it and I was like, okay.
Bum me
I
out.
made a rocket.
I get where it's coming
There's
from.
so many
but
people that like Jesus.
I don't.
The third one has a rocket. I have over 2 million views apparently.
Pull up a picture of the guy who thought it was a flat Earth and went on a rocket.
Oh yeah, Mad Mike.
I also,
No, I'm just looking at a picture
Matt
of
Myra.
Black Jesus.
Whatever he just said.
That's not real.
Yeah, no, Black Jesus. There you go. Thank you. Palate cleanser.
What's white Jesus?
There's no signal.
Me.
Yeah,
There we go.
we still don't have signal.
My man.
Oh, wait.
Oh yeah.
Is that T-Pain?
It's still on.
No, that's Keenan from Keenan and Kel.
That is not.
Yes, it is.
Drinking orange soda and everything.
Hi,
Kel
Emma.
loves orange
Shit
soda.
stains back.
Don't go out of this room. The whole place stinks.
Oh,
back just
that
in
was
time for
true
Black
before
Jesus.
you.
Oh god.
That's good burger kill.
You know what this kind of looks like?
Kanye West.
Darius
Big
Rucker.
Brad.
It does look a little like Darius Rucker.
It's funny because it does look like Big Brad, just because this is usually the difference between me standing next to Big Brad. I'm like, oh yeah, he's huge. I forgot how fucking Big Brad is. Look at that. Look, turn around.
Oh, that's why they call it.
Did you say that's what they call
Really
Big
Big
Brad?
Brad.
Yeah.
Really big spread. Yeah.
Wait, I found even better Black Jesus.
Aww. Aww.
Look at him go.
Aw.
Here's a different color there.
That's nice. What's happening, by the way?
I got a record deal with Joel
Whoa.
McHale.
Crazy,
I
dude.
think he's gonna open for me, and then Chad's gonna close. He's gonna host line it and close.
Host light it.
I like so much when that term came to be.
Oh, it's the best.
Was that
It's
a
the
Terry
best.
now?
No.
Oh no,
No.
even better.
It was a yesty one.
God, these were wild times. Boogers, man.
It wasn't me.
I know.
What, are you listening to a podcast
reprimand
over there,
Julian. Julian.
I'm so happy it finally wasn't me.
Speak.
And we just saw Mr. Trump here. I asked him how did it go, and he said great. And he said he learned a lot of things. What do you think he took away from today?
My luggage.
Hold on. Okay. Looks like Dr. Carson is gonna try and find his luggage.
That's my president. Just I want to relate to someone that loses this shit. He's supposed
Wait,
to know
is
where
that
it's
Ben
at.
Carson?
Ben Carson.
Racist
Carson
first and
now.
foremost, but also
Ben
yes,
Carson
it is
now.
Ben Carson. That was one of his commercials.
That
for
video of Ben
president.
Carson forgetting his luggage, I loved so much. And at an
It's been out for a couple years, right?
about 4.
Oh, they released that
About
a few years
4,
ago?
About 4, who knows. I tried to do an improv prompt one time where I was like, you're Ben Carson and you just remembered you forgot your luggage. What would you say? And the guy goes, I'm Ben Carson and I forgot my luggage. Alright.
Did you put the stuff
That's on
back on
me.
his head?
That's on me.
The world's dumbest doctor.
That's on me.
I would have loved so much more if he was our president than Donald Trump right now, because I feel like this is like
Whoa,
a wash of a
politics.
presidency.
Wow.
Yeah, mostly because I want the funniest
Taking us
president.
Wow.
Zach's the
That's
only
a,
person
that's
I
a
let talk
burn on
politics on the
Obama.
show.
I thought Obama
Yeah.
was hilarious.
He was really funny, but in the right ways.
Oh boy.
I want
On
someone that's
purpose?
hilarious in the wrong ways, like trying so hard to be taken seriously.
Like Carlos Mencia.
Yeah. I would go, oh man. Hey, SA, what's the deal with white folks, Holmes? That's my Carlos Mencia.
That was a bad Carlos
Wow.
Mencia.
Nailed it.
Yeah, I haven't heard him since he
Stole
got
his joke, man.
Me Too'd for jokes. What happened?
No, that's exactly what happened. Get the song.
Let's go.
Yeah, he saw what he wanted and he took it without asking.
That was so fucking
Fucking
loud.
rap music? Fucking
Oscar speech music.
Hey Julian, we play games on this on
Do
this
you like
show.
games?
Do you like games? Cool.
You
This,
wanna
we're
play
gonna play one. That's not what your computer sounds
Do you like kazoos?
Dude, the first
Fun.
the first time I gave my daughter a kazoo, she did I think what every kid does.
Broken.
This doesn't work, you fucking idiot.
Okay. Oh god.
We play a game on this show where I quote a movie.
Okay.
And then the first person who comes up with the answer, cool, you get
Got
the
it.
score.
Cool Runnings.
No, something.
Good guess.
Okay. Well, closer than you.
It's close.
It is
You guys
close.
have
guessed nothing
It
so
is
far.
close.
Curveball. I'm gonna be quoting these movies in French.
Terminator.
See.
Terminator.
Très bien.
All right, does that make sense, right? Everybody
does.
gets it? Okay, cool.
No.
Emma's keeping score. Gonna turn it down a little. Yeah, you fucking do it.
Do it.
God, feminism.
Wait, Emma.
Finally.
Thank you.
Emma, what did you study in college?
Nothing.
What? Oh yeah, no. Yeah, no, she doesn't know French, especially when I speak it. Okay.
That might be true.
I don't know what he's saying when he speaks English. Heyo.
Man with a golden gun.
Quote. Yeah, because it's coming through.
Birth of a Nation.
Quote number one. Movie number one. Phone turn on. Thanks. Okay, ready? This is two people talking back and forth.
Gummo.
Damn it, you got it. Okay, the first person says, "Oh, c'est bon de te voir, grosse maman. Je pensais..." It looks like it says penasses. "Que tu pouvais tout hablar de moi." The second person says, "Ferme la bouche, mon enfant. Oh, grosse maman ne pourrait jamais..."
What's even go but grape?
Uber. That's close. That's close. Uber.
Whoa, what year's it from?
Sickle. 2000.
Was it his accent that sounded
Yeah, yeah.
like he had Down syndrome?
I'm gonna get back to why I know that, like, how you got there.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious.
Yeah. Okay. Quote number two.
Wait, it was that movie?
No.
Okay, good.
But
Big Mama's house.
that is correct. Also known as What's Eating Gilbert Grape.
Wake up, Mama!
It's the same thing. Same concept. Big Mama's house eating Gilbert Grape.
El Grande Madre.
Nice job.
That's my finest work to date.
The second quote was, "Oh non, Pans Dans Legrand's Mansion La Maman." That one's really fun to read. And then the last one
Like poetry.
was Grosse Maman ja
Are you reading German?
Yiddish?
I don't know how to read the next one. Like I actually don't know how to read that.
How do you spell it?
Can I try it?
No.
Okay.
The first one was, "It's good to see you, Big Mama. I thought you may have forgotten all about me. Shut your mouth, child. Oh, Big Mama could never forget that ass."
This does sound like What's Eating Gilbert Grape.
Are you sure it's...
Big Mama's house was a remake of What's Eating Gilbert Grape, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was one of those black
Tyler
remakes.
Perry version.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like that
It's
Four
like
Weddings
The
and a
Wiz,
Funeral
but for
movie.
Gilbert Grape. Huh?
They did like four weddings and a funeral, but they did it black.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I think it's called Four Funerals and Look Out.
That's what I call weddings.
Okay, movie number two, quote number one. Jamais lassier le gens parleur que aimant parleur. Oh, okay. Cela me permet de découvrir et quel point ils sont pleins de merde. Murd.
Django Unchained.
Cheaper by
No.
the dozen.
I want to know how you got there.
Cheaper by the dozen.
No. Okay, quote number two.
Cheaper by the dozen 2.
12 Angry Men.
Now I'm really curious of how I got so close.
That was a good guess.
I'll tell you why.
Cinquante millions de dollars?
$1 Million Baby. $5 Million Baby.
Oh! Shit!
Cinquante millions de dollars? Mech. Or like more like meh. I think that's how they
Ocean's
say.
11.
No, one of those movies with
Okay,
Mike Myers.
penises to a vor.
Austin Powers.
Kidnappy? Chelsea Clinton?
Taken 3.
Metke penses to a vor kidnappy. Chelsea Clinton?
Oh fuck, Bowling for Columbine.
Oh, that was really close. Right there. Okay, last one.
The Big
Last-
Lebowski.
Last, no,
Oh!
we already did the Big Lebowski.
Oh, yeah.
The Small Lebowski.
I would never use the
Fuck,
movie
oh,
twice.
Shit. Okay.
I did that was right.
Chelsea Clinton?
Okay, third quote. The Beach Boys. Vont Toffer
right. Raising Arizona.
Super cool footer. Ne touches jamais la radio.
Is it Pulp Fiction?
Dun
Oh.
Hama Noir, Mon Garçon.
Oh, fucking Rush Hour.
It's Rush Hour.
Hell yeah! Hell yes! Never been prouder.
Don't you ever touch a black man's radio.
Never been prouder. Woo!
You know, you gotta do the voice like
I
Chris Tucker.
saw that. God, I love Chris Rock in that movie.
Who got that?
Me.
Oh, yeah, hell yeah.
Julian
All right, Zach,
Salyer.
tie it up here. Come on.
Nope.
You got to tie it up. Nobody asked on the year for that last
Emma,
one.
does anyone beat you ever?
Yeah, it's happened.
I have beat her.
Yeah, I called the cops.
One time I beat Emma.
Home Alone.
Movie number 3.
What year was it?
Home Alone 3.
1999.
Nice.
The Fight Club.
The Lord's Year.
Good guess.
Okay.
Raising Arizona.
Titanic.
Le truc Bob, ce n'est pas que je
Fargo.
suis per sero.
I already said Home Alone.
Que je m'en fiche.
What about Bob?
Fast
Oh, fucking Castaway.
Fast
Fucking, oh God, Bruce Almighty.
Oh, Speed.
Cars.
Fucking The
2.
Truman Show. It's got Jim Carrey in it, whatever it is.
Wait, do it again?
Le truc Bob, ce n'est pas que je suis pereso, que je m'en fiche.
Am I dumb for thinking Le Truck is French for the truck?
It's not French for the truck.
Oh.
In this
yeah.
case. Usually it is, not here though.
Oh.
Okay. Quote number 2.
Okay.
Persona dans ce pays ne peut jamais prononcer mon nom correctement.
Forrest Gump.
Ce n'est pas si difficile nager.
Oh fuck, hold on.
Nager.
Oh, fucking Office Space.
It is Office
Nice.
Space.
Oh, thank God.
The
Thank
last
God.
quote I had here was PC load letter. Food diner.
What the fuck does that mean?
Yep. Exact quote. Bam.
Julian has 2. I have 1. Zach has.
I know France,
None.
people.
Okay.
I'm used to it.
Emma, you can tie it up, and then you and Julian have to spit in each other's faces until one of you says, "Stop it."
I am gross. I will never give up.
Okay. I don't know what year this movie came out.
What?
I didn't write it down.
Jumanji.
What is it? I'll look it up.
Hold on. I'll look it up real quick.
Okay. How to Lose a Man in 10 Days. No, it would fail. You don't want.
10 Things I Hate About You.
Mm.
It's gotta be
You guys want the year?
Huh?
You guys want the year?
Yes.
Too bad.
Please.
Do want
Quote number
Oh.
1. 2004.
Nice.
Quote number 1.
2004.
Fried green tomatoes. Apocalypse Now. The Jungle Book.
The Tree of
The
Life.
remake of The Jungle Book.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Jesus, c'est une belle limousine. That's the. Oh, this is 2 people talking. The first person says that. The second person says, "Oui, que l'est maintenant sauce ma bite. Suki ma bite."
Okay, it's not The Hangover.
Quote number 2.
It's not.
It's a little bit long. Si tu nous trahis, je vais t'arracher le bouse et fais fureur dans le cul. Donc, le porcini
Oh, the Phantom Menace.
Prochaine fois que vous cherise partout sur vos couilles, Dave Coulier.
What?
Full House, the movie. The extra Full House.
It's not Dave Coulier, but
Bridesmaids.
the last word is Couliers. Couliers.
Like cool mayonnaise?
Cool
Yeah,
runnings.
like cool mayonnaise.
Cool runnings. Snow dogs.
Okay.
Snow buddies.
These last two are gonna really give it away.
Airbud.
If the first one doesn't, the second one might, and then I'll just tell you it.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
Yes.
Hey, terroristi, terrorizes Silla.
Team America, World Police.
That's right.
Yeah!
Wow.
Woo!
I like how the line is like right on.
Hey, terrorist, terrorize this, huh?
Oh, that's stupid. That's.
Julian,
What?
how do you feel about losing right now?
I
As
got
someone
it.
who speaks French.
Dear, that was such a.
Do you want to hear the fourth quote real quick? Do you want to hear the fourth quote real quick?
Hey, terrorists, terrorize this. It's from the movie.
That's a trailer quote too.
Nobody knows.
You want to hear the fourth quote I had?
No.
Okay.
I want to hear it.
Is it America?
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
I bet I know what it is. You go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No, this is everybody wants to just
No, you go ahead.
to inform me
I want to
tonight.
hear it.
Just throwing up for 3 minutes.
No, it's okay.
In French.
Emma wins
Aw, I want to know what it is.
the
No,
game.
I didn't win. Julian and I tied.
Tied.
Oh, you tied. Okay.
Who these people?
Spin
Okay,
face
just me.
company?
What do you think the last quote was?
Matt Damon.
Oh, America, fuck yeah.
That's not a quote from the movie. It's from the song.
Well, it's in the movie.
Why would I put that on here?
Because it's still in the movie. There's characters in the
Zach,
movie
you
singing
lost.
the song.
Do I spit in Zach's face now?
We both
You
do.
both spit in Zach's face.
If you guys spit anywhere near my face, I have to pee so bad right now. I'll pee on both of you at the same time.
That's not even possible. It's a forked tongue.
That's not even possible.
Why? Where's that?
It just popped up.
People.
It was on the same page that Julian's cunt, die everybody that's not American video happened.
That's on a page somewhere?
Yeah. I just have
You
that.
should have played. You should have played Narnia that video.
Should have played
Narnia.
Or should have record scratch to play at that point.
Yeah, the Netflix lady.
Oh. Vandergrass Binkeldork.
Oh.
She loves.
That was,
I don't know who you guys are talking
She
about.
loves sit-down comedy.
Okay.
Me too, actually.
Hashtag me too.
You guys ready for some questions? Did
Yeah.
you have something
Hashtag
lined up
me
already?
too.
So there's one cash cap card in this whole thing.
What?
Okay.
No, these are all cash
Hashtag
cards.
Oh, I couldn't see because I was looking at the wrong site.
Hashtag.
Are we rolling?
Me too.
Do we hit the? Do we roll the?
No.
Okay. Great.
Too many points at stake to
Okay.
roll a dice. I'm gonna
Yeah,
roll
what
it
would you do with
anyway.
the rolling?
I rolled it real quick just to let everyone know.
But is it good though?
Oh yeah, do that.
Julian, what? I want to hear your review of having a baby.
As soon as the baby was born, it was lifeless and terrifying, and I've cried in a way that I didn't know was humanly possible.
Yeah, isn't that annoying?
That's fucking
You start like you have a kid and then you cry a lot.
I
and
felt
then
like I was throwing up sadness, and I
Get it
made wailing noises that were representative of breathing, but with your entire body and outward through your tear glands.
So kind of like yoga.
It was a little bit like yoga.
So is it good though?
Yeah, it's dope.
What's your
Is it-
numerical rating?
My numerical rating?
Yeah.
Like of that moment or of having a baby? in
Whatever.
general? I'd 8.9.
Out of.
Well, shit, 10.0.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, you guys ready to have this duel off or whatever you call it?
Yeah. Timer or stopwatch?
I'm gonna get it immediately,
Oh.
so we don't need time.
Okay. I'm gonna ask a bunch of questions in 1 minute. Zach's gonna keep track of the points over here.
Keep explaining.
We just okay.
Answer the question.
And then you answer
Factor
the question.
crap or
and
actual
whoever has
Factor crap or actual answers?
what?
Actual
Oh, that's
answer.
that's a good
Okay.
idea because it'll just be
True or false?
True.
True or false?
True.
No, it's going to be the first person who comes in with the answer.
Okay. Birds aren't real. Birds are not real.
Okay. I'm just gonna the first person who comes in with the answer.
Straight up facts.
I'll point and then you say
Motherfucker.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Great distraction.
I point and you say motherfucker.
Point. Okay.
Great.
Did you? How many of these have you looked at? All
4.
No, some occasionally. I don't know.
How come you're only asking her questions?
Because I know you haven't looked at these.
I have a chance to answer 2.
She brought them in here.
How many of those have you looked at, Julian?
1. No. Shit. 9. Fuck.
All right.
All right.
That settles that.
1-1. Okay, we're at 1-1 right now.
Okay. So I'm gonna press go and then I'm gonna ask a bunch of questions and then whoever gets it gets the point.
Cool.
Surgery.
And by the end of
Wait,
it.
is this between Julian and me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Who else
Tiebreaker.
would
Okay,
be-
just
yeah.
making sure.
Who
Go
else did you think might?
I don't know. Go
That was
do the-
that was my because like
Just do the
what
thing.
the fuck kind of question is okay.
All right. Jeez.
Where do you think they might participate?
I don't know. Zach. Just hit
No,
the
I'm beyond them
goddamn.
right now.
Okay, and we're gonna go. Not just for hippies. What material of jeans
Hemp.
can be
Patchouli.
acid washed or stone washed?
Denim.
Denim.
Julian.
Loving his job, a cardiologist is an expert with what human heart.
Shit.
Appropriate
Arms.
for a man's best friend. What
Dog.
common dog name is Latin
Labrador.
for I'm
Fido.
Fido?
Shit.
A common crossword puzzle answer. What 4-letter word means
Heart.
encouraging or helping a criminal act?
Aid. A bet.
I bet.
Shit.
Known for firing would-be apprentices, what real estate
Trump.
mogul?
Donald Trump.
Boom.
That's me.
Yeah. What 2-word Latin phrase is used when referring
Carpe
to
diem.
the school that
Et al.
you graduated from?
Alma mater.
Fuck. Ty.
I think Emma.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
just don't do that one.
Okay.
In a gesture of friendship, what famed
sucking.
monument of a woman holding a torch was given to the United States of
France.
Statue of Liberty.
France was given to France, America by France. What is the...
All right, we have
Shit.
Emma in at 4, Julian at 2.
Yeah.
That
Tonight's
is the
smartest
winner.
person is Emma Pace Jonas.
Sometimes.
Bullshit.
Tonight.
Team America.
Only tonight.
I was winning up until
Oh,
Team
yeah.
America.
Yeah, well, you should have memorized Team America like I did in French.
That'd be a fun movie to watch in
That's
French.
Yeah.
Julian, what
That's
podcast do you listen to?
I only listen to one podcast.
Thank you for listening. Emma?
Oh fuck, I didn't pick one yet. Yeah, this one's, yeah, it's fun. Small Town Dicks. It's what's her name? Fuck. Yardley Smith.
I'm from there. Oh, never mind. Small Town, sorry.
Yeah, different podcast. It's Yardley
I got one.
Smith.
Did you do the voice on Simpsons?
Yes.
Okay.
She's the voice of Lisa Simpson.
Lots of voices.
I hear that's a really good show.
Small Town Dicks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
Oh, they're
It's
talking
super
about The
fun.
Simpsons.
It's her. Also
watch
good show.
Seinfeld.
It's Yardley Smith and her co-host. I can't remember her name and it doesn't say right here, but they're great and they're interviewing these twin detectives, Dan and Dave, who talk about all these cases from the small town that they used to work in.
Does Sklar Brothers really need another podcast though?
Yeah, these guys are very serious. They're all biz, and some of it gets pretty gruesome, but it's pretty interesting if you like true crime. It's well done, and it's Yardley Smith, so you can pretend that you're listening to a podcast by Lisa Simpson.
I have a less intense
It is a really good
podcast
selling point.
that I listened to today.
What's that?
It's called Office Ladies. Have you heard of this?
Yeah,
It's just Angela and Pam from The Office, and they just watch The Office and then talk about the episodes.
Oh, dope.
That's nice.
Angela's
very
the
The
mean
uptight
one?
white
Bookkeeper,
girl.
accounting?
Yeah,
She's one of my favorite characters.
she's weird on
in that
Instagram.
show.
I believe that.
It's weird.
Yeah,
It's like her and her husband have like a
I feel uncomfortable.
home something business, maybe like Tupperware
I don't know what they do, but
or something.
I feel strange.
Oh, some
That's pyramid
multi-level
scheme.
marketing type
Yeah, they
stuff.
get like up close to the camera and they like hug each other and they sell products.
Hold their Tupperware.
True
They're
romance.
like goop.
Yeah, that's what they put all the goop on the True Romance.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
Should not pair those. Very
Office
toxic.
Ladies.
What about you, Zach?
Nah, nothing.
Cool.
Same old.
The most recent podcast I listened to is the Bill Burt podcast. Bert
Ooh.
Kreischer and Bill
Burr?
Burr, thanks. Yeah.
William Burr.
William Burr.
Yeah.
Actually, also a really good
Wilfred,
podcast.
actually, is his name.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Wilfred Burr?
Yeah, that's his name on social media.
Wow.
All of it. That's how I assumed.
I've probably seen it before, but I just never really made the connection.
But yeah, that's good. And if you think it's just two comedians sitting down talking about literally whatever they can think about, that's exactly what it is.
Oh, good.
It's like there was actually a part where he goes, "So what else can we talk about?" They just leave that in.
Yeah.
Cool. All right.
There's one episode, if you watch it, because they film them and put them up on YouTube also, they have, they're smoking the biggest cigars I've ever seen. They, like, healthy, human-sized, turd-sized cigars.
Oh.
They're, like,
I had some of those on my porch.
8 inches, that's why I brought it up.
Thanks.
8 inches long and, like, 2 inches diameter. And
Oh,
it's
these
just,
are bigger.
it seems like a chore to smoke it. Like, it's created just as a joke. It's so big, but it's really funny.
Sweet.
Nice.
That's it.
Cool.
All right.
Well, thank you, Emma. Thank you, Zach.
Thank you, Chad.
Thank you, audience.
Yay!
Oh wait, can I plug one thing real quick? One thing I'm really excited about.
As long as it's truth or dare.
It is.
All right.
And it's at Kelly's Olympian. And it's March 1st.
Whoa.
And it's very exciting.
Oh, that's this week, yeah?
Yes.
Motherfucker going on the road.
Hell yeah, dude. I'm stoked. And I got
March
Chad.
21st?
No, March 1st.
1.
This Sunday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wait,
It's
that's
coming
this
up.
Sunday?
Uh-huh.
Gnarly.
You say Matt Besser's on it?
Yeah, it's got Matt Besser and Chad Johnson, and that's it. No one else.
Wow.
He's opening.
And I've got Chad, I have Lars Soderlund, Tina Hoekstrom, Holly Lively, and Jaron George, and
Holly go lively.
yeah, that's her.
I'm gonna do that.
It's gonna be fun.
Not a song,
All right,
and
that's
That's awesome.
it. Well,
Yeah, no, I'm excited about that. That's gonna be really good. We're also gonna be on Doe, which is really cool.
Hell yeah!
Oh, fuck.
April 4th.
Yeah,
I just
I actually
wanna-
had like after on the Unbookables, Undateable, what's it called? Offsprung show. Shane Brennan came up to me and he was like, "Hey, that was really funny."
Dope.
And then I eventually got on Doe because of Emma.
Yeah.
And I guess because he liked my jokes.
Yeah, he wouldn't book you. If
I
he liked your
mean,
jokes.
Yeah, that's true.
he probably put up with your jokes, but
I wanna.
Yeah.
What's the word? I can't think of the word now.
Sneeze?
Plug something. I've got.
Yeah.
If it's that Jesus shit on YouTube, no.
Oh yeah.
It's not. No, I want to plug that there's some people that are gonna come and put different carpet in my house later. And
Will they do my porch too?
probably.
Got any extra laying around?
Yeah, just see if they have extra stuff.
You can have our old carpet.
Really?
So,
I will
yeah.
take it, honestly.
I honestly don't know how to do that, but I do have some carpet that you can have that's rolled up that I won't need anymore.
I might take you up on that.
Yeah, I patched up my carpet one time.
Might be a
Nice.
person in it.
I used a knife.
You might touch it.
It's honest. It's better than a shit.
Yeah. Dead people.
Yeah. Yeah. We have dead people too in our basement.
Well, we're doing shows coming up, Julian, our
Mhm.
improv group.
April
hell yeah.
22nd.
No, hooray.
Yeah, I was gonna guess the name of it.
Sometime April 22nd, so it's a bit of a. Sorry, yeah, it's a Wednesday.
Yeah.
In Portland town, but it will be fucking.
Where is it at?
Kickstand Comedy, which I think is at the old
Good.
Brody Theater.
Yes, that is correct.
Yeah.
We have 2 shows. One is
We do? Oh yeah! Well, I don't know when the other one is though.
April 22nd is Gorp Improv.
Yeah.
Where's that?
That's at Kickstand.
Nice.
And
The other you didn't confirm a date.
Oh yeah, the date is still not totally.
It's either the 4th
secure.
or the 18th.
Yes, of March.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So.
Nice.
Well, that's okay.
Be ready.
That's gonna be fun. Kickstand's awesome.
That's soon.
That place
Yeah.
is super
Should be
great.
chill.
I fucking love it there. At least you're not a curious, because that place sucks. Anyway,
Hell
thank
yeah.
you for
Hey,
being
that's
on
it.
the show. And thank you, Emma. Thank you, Zach. Yeah. Awesome. High five.
just
Did he think it was
job.
over?
I guess.
Okay, he just leaves.
Yeah,
All right.
he's gone.
Good to pee.
Thank you for
Good job,
listening,
everybody.
Awesome.
Bye.
I'm Ben Carson.
Thanks for listening to the Podchaost Live with Julian Salyer. Julian can be found on Instagram at Julian the Guy. You can't find Julian doing stand-up because he stopped doing stand-up comedy. Julian still does improv though, so try to catch one of those shows. I don't know when and where. Come to F. Stop Fitzgerald's Upstairs Theater Monday nights at 8 to be a part of our live shows. The Podchaost is hosted, produced, and edited by me, Chad Johnson. Have you checked out our YouTube page yet? We've got a YouTube page. Check it out. You can message us on Facebook, Instagram, Gmail, all at The Podchaost. Snoop us all on Instagram. I'm at Chad Johnstagram. Emma Jonas is at Emma Pace J, and Zach Chappell is at Zach from the Internet.